Also, if I set a horse on fire and have it gore me to death with a knife stapled to its forehead, then I can maybe understand MGSV from a creative standpoint.
I mean, to be honest, well, but how do you get the whale?
Mate,
You clearly have forgotten where the fuck I live.
Mate, we were fucked from the get-go. We're already on chapter V. As the chat points out. We've already got V in the name.
Also, in accordance with which inevitably on, I will now remove all copper coins from the level. Then I can maybe understand MGSV from a creative standpoint.
I mean,
There's no copper within a 100-mile radius. You clearly have forgotten where the fuck I live.
How will the gypsies survive then through that?
By the way, we're on chapter V.
What?
As the chat. Remember V's ghost was
Yeah, he was still bumming around the restaurant for the whole
in
time. He had a room to himself. He was on the map.
The problem is we never get back to the restaurant after that evening. Yes, season 2 began in the restaurant and it was all just 24 hours of bullshit.
24-hour ops?
So literally my katana that whole time has been held together with fucking duct tape.
Much like my resolve. Yeah, he was still
Oh,
bumming
that
around
fucking
the
time.
restaurant.
Alright, fucking Mud went downstairs to have a wank or something, and then
He was on the map.
Duck
The problem is we never get back to the restaurant after that evening. Yes, season 2 began in the restaurant and it was all just 24 hours of bullshit.
24-hour ops?
So literally my katana that whole time. I'm just checking the fucking duct tape.
Much like my resolve.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, so glad to have you here at Nicola's house after a little break.
He was on the map.
Hope you're doing well. Last week I was in Prague, was my girlfriend. Yes, that's the good news.
what was I going to say?
So we are officially going to rename the swamp as Naka Conveyor Belt Wedding Server, or something akin to that.
And I designate which
Everybody congratulate Ritualist proposed to his girlfriend, and she said, fuck off. And he got to finally realise that life is true. And what was I going to say? Nothing.
So we are officially going to rename the swamp as Naka Conveyor Belt Wedding.
Alright, so Mud fucked up it's the thing that audio because he has the YouTube video up. So the YouTube video is playing the audio back on itself.
then it should make what I do next sound fucking hilarious. Botch it. No, it's better than that. I forgot it's once I might go on this chat. Why isn't rhythm working? Then it should make what I do next sound. That's exactly why I'm doing this.
I don't think you understand. So basically, the audio is played onto the fucking video, and it's just looping forever. So basically, by now, the sound has probably looped on itself about 400 times.
That's exactly why I'm doing this.
I don't think you understand. So basically, the audio. Yeah, you left the fucking video playing, and so the audio.
So we need to clip that and just put it as a cursed video.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dabarina.
Jab on the chat, jab.
So yeah, congratulate fucking Ritualist on fucking his girlfriend accepting his marriage proposal.
Oh,
Shame Mud for his fucking retardedness.
For making something.
Well, we do that every day. I mean, like every
mate,
week.
all I'm saying is very, very eldritch. Very.
We have pioneered cursed ASMR.
You would have been able to discern the audio once you activated those elements.
It was a secret to hide all the plans we had.
Oh God, sorry. Alright, well, as of tonight, due to the recent circumstances, whenever anybody mentions any of the current drama recently, we have a second jar ready, and every time something goes wrong and somebody mentions the drama shit, sorry.
V.
V. What happened to V?
V comes in, they don't say the
Shut up.
just
Shut
pops
up.
in.
Bill will add a black almond to the jar until he has a collection of black almonds. And every now and again he may choose to get the noggin jogging and activate the black almond jar.
Please, no. I'm afraid of the black almond jar.
Don't know. Nobody knows what happens when he activates the almond jar, but we may be covered in shit, and the Skeptosphere might be burnt to the ground. Who knows?
But it'll taste like almonds, shortly
Well,
before the blood frosts out for your return organ.
Can someone please do a Gamers Rise Up meme, but with Jim's head? That'd be great. Thank you. Like the
Sweetie
joke.
Squad, rise up.
Respond to me, son.
Jogging rise up.
It's all just super autistic, guys.
I can't wait for Jim to start his own D&D campaign to dab on Sargon and no other reason.
Oh my god, it'll be
Sargon's been an enemy
even
before
worse
in
than
this one, so I
Sargon's
mean-
campaign. It'll be like when fucking
Now,
Andy.
to be fair,
it'll be like when Andy tried to raid fucking Sargon's Ark server and he got
was-
fucking raped.
it was not Sargon, it was a reptilian wearing Sargon's skin. There's an important difference.
So
Alright.
Sargon then.
And let us not forget that last time in Sargon's campaign, I did artwork of Jim being tied and sacrificed to the tribe. So Jim is already officially in the game as a virgin sacrifice.
I can't wait until Jim debunks you ritualist.
I mean,
He'll be like, oh, you like
Have
muscle
to be a
girls?
virgin
and you're
sacrifice.
like,
He finger banged a chick on stream live.
Epic style.
I just like,
Just
far
out of
away that it
nowhere,
was even
epic
funnier.
style.
Dab on the Asian.
like from the other
pussy.
side of the room. Epic style.
It's like when you get a good Doppler effect going on a Rust server and someone's mic spamming like the Sanic song. It's like, yes, this has improved it massively.
Alright, so Duck, we don't know what Duck is, but does anybody really care?
Ireland.
He's in the process of plugging in the new potato and to recharge the power grid of his entire fucking county.
Alright. Okay, so
Unfortunately, JF has apparently married the majority of the available cases that we could have used, so it's slowing down the process. So, hey, it's good work for me. I don't give a shit who he marries as long as he cuts me a check.
Being half Jewish,
yeah, see,
it should be
Bill as our resident priest is rolling in.
do you accept this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? Yes. Do you Spud accept this man for your fucking lawfully wedded husband or whatever?
Excuse me,
That's true.
I like free cats and I like animals or whatever.
Do you speak Mongolese? Is that part of the job description?
It's probably, I am qualified as a Pan-Africanist priest, so yes.
Oh,
Dab on that
Whoa.
entire continent's culture.
Alright,
Together in a horrible morass.
Alright, Rags, you know what? You haven't been saying it, and pull your weight. You do the recap.
Once there was a bell, and it fell, and
That
I
rhymed.
yelled.
You know what, truly, yeah, you're a lyrical wordsmith, artist of the generation.
Then we sat for a spell.
To be
This
fair,
is the tale
he's
that I
not wrong.
tell.
Oh shit, it's fucking lit.
Is that a fucking haiku or some shit?
It just
That was a
can't be
rap,
song.
nigga.
But it was well.
Oh damn.
This is his new fucking track. You fucking hear what he's laying down, nigga?
We're gonna take the
Scoopity.
offending article of enormous slab of bronze, put it on the end of a stick, have knuckle wield it, and just call it Bell's End.
Mate, just as a side note, I just want to point out the darkness that the British rock band had a Christmas #1 where they literally would sing in the chorus, Christmas time, don't let the bells sing.
Wow, those lyrics excel.
Fucking
I swear
Like
to God,
at
you're
Christmas
gonna
#1 that kids were fucking singing, and it was literally singing about fucking dicks.
Now
Well,
that's
they also got away with having a band called The Darkness, in which there wasn't a single person in the band who wouldn't disappear in a snowstorm.
But let's return to the church where our heroes dwell. After
so
a
not
near
this one, then.
calamity almost befell.
If I'm going to see how long you can keep this up.
I think you better stretch
The
it.
door
now.
closed with a ring, much like a cowbell.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, now it's getting painful. Now, please stop. I'm asking you to
begin
please
this whole
stop.
thing with Bell, so like,
It's not really.
Now our journey we shall foretell.
Fucking
Enough
What's
Please.
that in the air? This eerie, strange smell.
I roll up a newspaper and I bop fucking rags.
What
in the
even is
newspaper.
this rhyme scheme? Is just A.
hey,
By the way, what
You
was
discovered my trick. What a bombshell.
What was the bell made of?
Oh, no!
The bell is comprised of it's just solid bronze.
Well, it's either the church or we find a motel.
fuck off. Yeah,
Oh
I-
my god, this is... Wow, I'm
There is
really...
not-
I'm...
I'm
Here,
gonna need you to perish.
I hope you burn in hell.
Oh, yeah, that was painful.
Oh, how about you towards it, Propel?
Is this gonna be like the whitest
Why
rap
not?
battle in
This-
all of existence?
This
This is the entire show's death now.
This is the worst start to a stream we have.
Now
ever.
that's a rumor I shall dispel.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
My rhymes are amazing. In fact, they excel.
Nobody
This is how
never
our
tell.
ratings fell.
I was in this motel.
Straight to hell.
I'm dyslexic, I don't know how to spell. Hey, there we go. That actually worked by accident.
How much is bronze worth?
Bronze? Actually, that's a good question. Let's see, what's the weight by? I think there is actually a price by weight. Those goods and services. I'll find out.
Is it still?
Well, it is actually a work of art in any case.
Is it still like filled with bees inside?
Yeah, this is the concerning part. Is the sludge within, which is
A sludge? Could you say even gel?
Oh, no, you don't. You know not what you do, Rags.
You see,
got
these
black
words
coins. It's
work
not
in
gonna be good
parallel.
now.
I can't even
don't
use
tempt
black
him.
coins.
All of us in
because
this
he's-
church, us
because this is-
personnel. If we
he's
boarded the
putting-
walls, it'd be a citadel.
I can't even hate him because he's putting so much effort into it.
Look, fucking shit.
Hey,
Don't
you
worry, my
don't
hate
my
is all I
skills, you
have.
undersell.
Look, dick.
I need you to perish.
Yeah, well, in any
Bitch, I'm
case,
smarter than Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, damn.
You already said Bell several times.
I mean, have you ever listened
that
to rap?
one
Like, they
wasn't
repeat
proper.
lines all the time.
did you just go that one was improper?
Yes.
So you broke it finally. Right, moving on.
No, it was.
Okay,
They
it was
repeat those
Chris.
lines all the time. Absolutely.
Alright, so basically, if we get room in the cart for the bell, because we could sell that.
Now everything's
So
fine.
should that last line I retell?
I don't give a fuck. I will beat him. He can disable my arms. I will beat him to death with my fucking forehead.
No, I'm the one who arbitrates whether that curse turns on or not. It's going to mysteriously malfunction for the next 5 minutes. Go nuts.
When you lie in the ground, your pride won't swell.
Yeah, I'm swinging at him. Okay, it's happening. Who wants to join me?
I mean,
Everybody.
I can't. I appreciate this far too much.
This is a
Alright.
mutiny I feel we should
No.
quell.
I don't know how to feel about this, and my connection to the Roll20 server's been disconnected.
Oh my god! Alright, so again, how much was the bell worth?
What is the past tense of feel? Is it fell?
No, it's felt. What the hell?
Ruined my shit.
Yeah,
God damn it.
broken.
You could have gone with felt and just had.
I said what the hell? I almost yelled.
Hey! You're breaking the meter now.
Fuck. Alright.
My sentence is sweeter than sweet
So, but
caramel.
I keep grabbing
Really,
my eyes and I'm gonna
I'm
open the
going
cart and I'm gonna
very
start.
feel
I'm gonna start
Like a
crying.
drug in my ears brought from the cartel.
This is the fucking worst thing we've ever done, but it takes so much effort. I can't not appreciate it. You know how.
That
You know,
hasn't been
it'd
that played.
From the cartel, from the caravan that swells to the south.
Belt!
Oh my god, Aiden. Stop
I'm not helping.
joining
I'm
in.
sorry. I know.
It
I'm
really
almost-
hurts to listen to you expel.
I know.
I'm being informed by one of our very kind patrons that I do have a wish that's just yeet on the
Oh,
first
no,
person who
you're
annoys me.
Terrible
Some
to
of
us
these
now.
rhymes are a bit of a hard sell.
Well,
And that's how the paladin caught bog rot.
Congrats, Rags. You have fucking fucked yourself. You pushed it too far.
You got nub
That's
rot, mate.
okay, I
fine.
have medical gel.
You're going
Already
down
used
the
gel.
level.
He's said Bell about 15 times now. Fine.
Okay, now that
Well,
little escapade
I guess
is
that's
that,
my doom in a
don't you
nutshell.
fucking
this whole
How
stream
much is the bit? Alright, how much?
My skin's turning green like verdant pastel.
First of all, pastel's subdued palette. It will not be verdant. Second of
Verdant
all,
is
fuck
any
you.
shade of green, I tell.
Verdant is emblematic of its vibrancy.
Perhaps I should do my lapel because I know that sex does sell.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, fuck you. Third of all, I'm going back to drinking.
Is there any wishes left over? Because I want to call one in that fucking gods neuter Rags.
Oh, don't worry. Actually, becoming one of the animo, which is actually
They don't
technically how
sound like
pronounced,
pleasant
are
clientele.
neutered by default. They cannot breed.
Oh, good.
It's to remove the fact that they are literally animals with human bodies.
Oh, this isn't as
Otherwise
fun
it would
as
be
a
creepy.
carousel.
The ride won't go well.
Equally as circular. Okay. Well, welcome one and all to the episode. My condolences, my deep condolences.
Today we shall fight against the infidel.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to start dropping cursed knowledge if you keep
I'm
this
just
up.
saying we should. On
They
this
are
entire-
cruel
this entire
personnel.
Topic, we need to stop. Not dwelling.
Rags.
What? I'm not raising hell.
Situations like these are what made a world in which Amy Schumer could get knocked up.
I feel like you're trying
Ew,
to
is she
undersell.
actually pregnant? How awful.
Yes.
Where did she go to? A brothel?
I can only assume that, she just went to the nearest bar, put an entire bottle of vodka down someone's throat.
Who would breed with that, mademoiselle?
I fucking hate you.
Bill, you don't look well.
Do you need a motel?
But in regards to
to
that
lay
feat-
for a night and rest for a spell?
in regards to
Never
the
right.
feat of Amy Schumer, how do it we dispel?
Would you
Already
prefer
used
a
the spell.
more guarded citadel?
For those of you at home, begin your votes now as to who gets it in the neck first.
If you vote for me, then I will rebel.
You know what? Raz
Is it too late to replace everyone with various clones of Razor Fist? Because I feel like we haven't explored this avenue enough.
It's him that's doing it.
I know.
And in my head, I
It
never
never-
have a spell.
It never ends.
I'm gonna fucking server mute you, I swear to fucking god.
I'll ring you like a doorbell.
bell
I'm
is-
sorry. I'll be as
You have
quiet
used
as
Bell
Flash.
about 20 fucking times.
I haven't seen a bell this worn out.
Oh, okay.
Let's
I'll
face
use it
any
again,
given rock
dumb
star.
bell.
Bill,
You can't
have
rhyme
to-
bell with itself. That's just lazy.
Dumbbell,
Bill,
doorbell.
You have to raise your spirit above people and events. That's what I did when.
Rhyming
I
is
feel
now
like this
banned
stream's
going
making
forward.
everyone unwell.
My favorite
My
brand of ice
brain's
cream is
so
Bluebell.
fucked. It's real.
I've just been like digging my fingers into my eyes, which is what I do when I want to fucking die, and I've opened my own cut and I'm crying blood again.
You know, my primary monitor is manufactured by Dell.
That's such a stretch.
Hey, do you like Star Trek? I enjoy the nacelles.
You're all
I
incels.
don't know what's worse, the fact that Rags won't stop her, but Aiden keeps trying to join in and fails
Mine's far worse.
miserably.
It's
every
absolutely
time.
going to hell. Mine is.
Yeah, I feel as if your rhymes just don't gel.
We've been doing this for 20
And
minutes.
Jill, that is like the 4th time you've said Jill.
That's enough.
Every time you say it, you keep acting like you've just came up with it when it's about the 4th time you fucking.
Well, let me give
it.
a ring to Zoe Deschanel. Mademoiselle?
Okay, Bill, what is the loot of this,
Okay.
of the previous encounter?
Aiden, your rhymes are bad. In distress, are you a damsel?
You've already done damsel.
No, mademoiselle.
He did. Yeah,
Well, you've
that's
already done
true.
Mademoiselle.
That's the truth. You can tell.
Okay. As for the loot,
I'm not gonna be able to break out of this. I'm sorry. It's gonna be the whole.
I hope
fucking
there's
thing.
a lovely lapel.
You've already done lapel.
goes on original like Dave Chappelle.
Alright, if Bill's joined
I
in, no.
will kick everybody out of this campaign and leave and never come back again if you don't stop.
As well.
Because tomorrow I have
Take
to
me
get
with
up
you.
In the loot, are there grenades, anti-personnel?
This is why I stopped watching YouTube.
Whoa!
I'm getting my drink.
I get the feeling that you guys don't like my material.
Oh, yeah.
Different spelling of material, asshole.
Oh, you...
That was the first
Anti-material is specific.
M-A-T-E-R-I-E-L.
It's really
That's a specific spelling of it, which is
It's
not
really novel,
permanent.
I would say.
Fuck off.
Aiden, you're so bad. You're
I am?
so
Do you know, I
bad.
actually I tried for like two like
May
two
you be
it's-
chapters
it's not-
stricken
it's
with
to be,
not-
to be a nerdcore rapper. Now you understand why I'm so bad at it.
Sorry, did you just say may you be stricken with a syphilis ill?
No, may
No.
you be stricken with sickle cell.
Oh,
That's way worse. Jesus
that
Christ,
is way
man.
worse. But
I'm too
luckily for
white.
me, I'm not black.
I'll say no one here is black. How the fuck
And
do
a
you work
cut
that?
on your knee with an oyster shell.
I'm effectively translucent.
That's just cultural appropriation.
Are you saying I'm the wrong clientele? Was that the warning?
No, I want
Can we all
to see
take a
how.
second
No, I
to-
want to see how long he can do this.
I would like us all to take a second to
Yeah,
press
I know,
that
but
poor
we've
bell.
already established every time he repeats himself with like one of the more obscure ones that he's already said about 3 times before, he says it with the inflection like he thinks he's just came up with it.
Well, the amount of words left is rather unwell.
I'm pretty sure it's actually left.
Oh my fucking god. Well, he was the one looking for gear, so I guess no one gets loot.
Oh man, I'm too fucked.
That's our
And-
stream
oh.
in a nutshell.
Copper Crow, I think that.
Fucking, when have we got any good gear for these fucking loots?
I've got a pretty cool dagger, so I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah, give us some
and-
intel.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
season
ignore that
4, lads.
and pretend I didn't fucking hear it.
Are you saying for loot we're rather Pucelle?
Oh, you fucking prick.
Fucking get a rusted old stick and a toy from Mattel.
No, I'm trying to stop.
Can we split up this loot fast as the gazelle?
Alright, alright, I'm trying
I'm
to do
back.
that.
There is the loot.
Right,
Okay, I have been sent a message by a patron who wishes to remain anonymous. Could Regave please roll a fort save?
Alright, well, I
You're not
just
as weak
I
as
just
a
server
big
muted.
shell, homie.
I just muted server muted Gavin, but you're back now, Rags. Roll your fort save. You dick.
Roll well.
What doom awaits me, foretell.
Oh, he's sticking with it.
Are we just gonna fucking
Everyone just wants
blank
to
my
kill us
one?
now.
Fuck you
Everyone just
people.
wants all of us to die. And,
Wait.
and by the way,
I do one as a
I
grim
feel your
reprise, and
Oh,
you
shit.
fucking blank me.
Oh
Fuck you
no,
people.
I literally, here's the problem, is I was expecting it from Rags, but I just kind of blank it from other people.
Okay. I need to figure out the cast level on this.
Let us hope at this roll I do excel.
Let's hope for your sake.
Let's hope it rolls good. Let's hope it rolls well.
Make like Cena and don't sell.
Explain this again to me, pray tell.
Bell.
Well.
Roll a fort save. That's only for partial. One d20 plus your total fort bonus.
All right.
Okay, 17. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Ah.
You just inquire with the.
Upon me a terrible
affected
fate, I
parties.
hope will not let's see.
Fucking, I hope you get fucking dick rot.
Not
Well, he's already got that. That's the thing.
There is Jim. There is autism is unstoppable.
This is why the skeptic community needs to be burnt to the ground. To be honest.
White Zinfandel.
This is somebody we need to dox heavily. Where is Antifa? We need to give him and just tell him we have a. That's a dog over here.
I'll get a 2,000 grand bounty on fucking Rags Docs. For all his raven shenanigans.
Well, here's the thing. The wish that someone made was, and I quote, immediate finger of death on Regave.
Well,
So immediate wish, spontaneous finger of death.
normally they shouldn't be allowed to wish for things like that, but
No, death is fully within the parameters. It's just not permadeath.
Oh.
Luckily, Regave's already got a halo in his icon.
oh.
And being a ghost actually makes a paladin way stronger.
So what did they get
fuck
to?
yeah.
What did they need to pass?
Oh, you know, a good dress.
The DC was set by the wishy.
I'm running out.
Wish
I'm gonna
I
have to. I would have to start repeating things. I don't know anymore.
Oh, look.
I'm trying to put them into new contexts and such, but it's pretty.
Papa status snuffed.
So the
We
drags.
should keep going.
So the drags died.
Aiden, don't.
No, I'm feeling well.
Did it go the way of Did they go the way of the piano man?
You know what? Y'all can keep doing this. It's just more work I don't have to do.
You know that Piano Man cat video? I found that thing again, and it's I noticed the thumbnail on YouTube, and somebody had titled it "Cat Survives Massive Fall Miraculously," and it's literally just a supercut of the moment it falls, and a lot of angry comments.
Poor cat.
Fuck
But
yeah.
you know how I feel right now is that fucking bird just plummeting onto jagged rocks and yet still living. That bird fucking survived. It's
Did it?
fucked up. Yeah, it did. Not sure how the fuck he managed it.
Good for him.
So, Bill, what did we gain from the last time?
Okay.
Some items, but not like everything.
In amongst the morass of just rotten flesh and fibrous fatty tissue, you managed to extract from a corpse found within. I'll just dig out the old sheet here because I've lost it again. Okay. A pair of gauntlets, a long, horrifically sharp and jagged knife, and what appears to be a book.
Hey, what's in the book? Does it feel cursed?
I wonder within what words they're spelled.
I want the book.
You can read?
Can you read? Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm gonna say a solid no on that one.
Maybe it's got pictures.
I'm fucking. We've been out in this quest for a long time. I want to go for a shit. I need paper. I might be an
So
ogre,
wait, you
but
want it to wipe your ass with?
I might be an ogre, but fucking, I ain't gonna go about with shit in my arse.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm
he
glad
wants
we've
it to
set
wipe
the.
his
I'm
ass.
glad we've
Let's
set
not
the bar
give it to
high.
him.
Yeah.
This is why we have sponge and soap.
If you need to go relieve yourself, I'm sure you can find.
Who fucking goes for a shit and washes their arse with a sponge and a soap after
The
they take a
Romans.
shit?
Every time I take a shit,
Are
I
you
make sure to
civilized?
thoroughly clean my backside. It's one of my assets.
let me tell you.
I use toilet
tell you
paper
right
and
now,
shit.
if you have
it's
a
not
washlet
toilet
or a
paper, and then I
bidet,
use like wet wipes and
if you
stuff. You wanna
don't,
keep it
you're a
clean back here.
savage.
Not
Can't
using,
you can't
not
use
not
wet
using
wipes in
the,
the
not
bathroom.
using. Look at these
No, in
faggots
my
not knowing how to
bathroom, I
use the
have them there.
seashells.
You can't,
They don't know how to use the seashell.
you can't use wet wipes and flush them down the toilet. It
Don't
fucks
use a
with
wet
plumbing.
wipe. Get a
I
bidet.
don't flush them.
Get a you can get a. It's called a washlet. You can plug it into your toilet. There you go. It's like 100, $200.
Yeah,
There
and
you go.
with, you know, with
Listen,
dab hair
$200
on a regular
$200
basis.
fucking
I
bucks.
only bleach my
Immaculate back
asshole.
there.
I'd
My ass
rather
would turn
take-
a straight man gay.
I'd rather go full gym than fucking pay 200 fucking quid for a toilet accessory.
You will thank me if you do it.
You are a 200 quid toilet accessory. Now earn your fucking
shit.
paycheck.
200 quid,
Naka,
don't
basically,
oversell.
In the old days, they didn't have, the toilet paper. It was only in the 19th century. Before that, it was the bucket, the water, and sponge. If you were lucky, some soap. But basically, everybody had a shit sponge.
When I had food poisoning, I just used the shower head.
It's disgusting, you fucking Europeans. Actually, that's where the bidet comes
What does the
from.
book say?
The whole ocean is my bidet. But okay, the interior of the book.
That's
you
what
notice
the
that?
Indian says. Excuse me.
No, I said the ocean, not the street.
I don't want to get salt built up between the cheeks.
Anyway,
This is a really great
seek kelp.
so far.
Anyway, the interior of the book, most of the pages have been torn away and completely shredded and mangled. However, at the very not the actual pages themselves, but tucked into the spine is a little. It's actually sealed. If it weren't for the fact that all the pages were missing, for the most part, it would be incredibly difficult to actually notice. But it does remain sealed. You may open it up if you wish. It is very simple to do so. It's simply stitched shut.
Yeah, I'll use magical device to see, to detect what it is.
Okay.
If it's like cursed or anything.
No. Just appears to be someone's tucked a piece of paper into the spine of a book. Might be using it as a bookmark, perhaps.
Yeah, just
No, it's
open
slid
it.
down over time.
Yeah, just use my dagger and slightly open it.
Okay. It appears to be a fairly pristine letter. You say draft of one. It is marked as a draft at the top.
What does the letter says?
Okay, I actually have a handout for change. Bring up the whole handout.
Oh, is this going to be like when we were in that dream place?
Who would like to do the dramatic reading?
I will.
God help me, no. Who would actually...
Dear brothers and sisters of the Society, I hope this correspondence finds you all well, or at least in better state than my own station. It is only my second day in this province, let alone this lodge, yet I find myself mourning for your absence. Our outpost here, on the Oakgate Mountain trade route, is little more than a gloomy rat nest off a swamp hunting path, yet my duty consists of a handful of trappers, long since retired to meager pension farmsteads, growing sedentary on sweat paste and cheap possade. It would be bearable if not for the endless calls to ceremony, performing rite upon rite for these slovenly beer-blushed rurals. Each day I am dragged to another farmstead to offer sacrifice to Caden and Aristil, pouring away good ale into blood in accord with their backwards hybridization of dogma.
Absolutely disgusting.
As much as my fellows at the guild might laugh, I have no interest in performing before this chorus of swine any longer. Please implore Father Augustus and seek my transfer back to the rank of journeyman. To linger in a place such as this is unnatural. I am no steward. Yours in regret, in the name of the great dreamer, C. Niccolo. Bell.
This doesn't sound right to me. Can I roll a
Well,
religion check to know about this because it sounds super
Yes.
wrong? Pouring out this line about was it pouring out blood for Caden?
Well, hybridization of dogma means they're essentially taking two ceremonies and fusing them into one.
As a follower of Caden, can I roll knowledge religion?
Yes, you may. In fact, the idea of this is kind of horrific to either faction.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right off the bat for free.
No, this guy clearly isn't happy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to be essentially de-ranked to journeyman so he doesn't have to do it.
Okay. There are plenty of rituals that call for the bleeding of an animal, and plenty that just simply consist of pouring one out. But never are they mixed. By the sounds of things, this seems to have been in a receptacle of some description. This is not correct to either dogma, and even to someone hybridizing the two. Does not sound right.
Yeah, so maybe they weren't worshipping Caden or Aristil, and they were worshipping somebody else. They just had the priest go through the motions.
It didn't sound like he knew he was particularly a devoted follower, to say the least.
No, Caden's like, he's the god of drink and revelry, essentially, and on some level, maybe mischief, if you want to put that in there. So this doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, and I don't know what Aristil has to do with blood. It's a nature deity, right?
Aristil is the god of the hunt. And it's quite often that a fresh kill might be offered up to the father of the hunt.
Alright, so since we came in here, let's refresh our memories. We've seen mainly fucking shrine things and whatnot to like two major deities, yeah?
Yes, it is this chapel is a shrine to both Desna and Caden Colleen.
Okay, and these things this dude was doing does not fit with either of them, right?
No.
And it should be noted that, judging by their dedication to the Great Dreamer, they are a devotee of Desna, not to Caden. So it is all the more peculiar that they were called upon to perform tasks usually assigned to a priest of Caden and Aristil.
Does anybody know what these any gods that this ritual would fall in line with?
Would my religion check have known anything about that?
Yes.
I also have knowledge of religion.
I have knowledge local. Is there like a weird local custom?
Roll me local. There is an old practice dating back to before the Earthfall that did survive in this region. Mainly reclaimed from old tablets dug up from the moors. It is namely the use of an iron cauldron into which wine and blood are mixed, brought to a rolling boil and poured into the soil. The result is a strong crop at the cost of diminishing the soil itself. If it's performed every year, it performs well. To miss a year means blighting the soil itself.
Does the soil we passed outside look like somebody missed?
But do you see any crops?
The area does have very good farmlands, but only in very specific regions. The area around here is overgrown to the point of near impassability.
I mean, does that count as blight? Because even something growing is technically even if it's not crops, but weed and horrible stuff.
Briars are in a lot of religions seen as a sign of corruption.
We don't live too far away from here, do we?
No, this used to be a very well-travelled little route, but because the town has been since set up as a farming town for the pensioned plots, it's fallen out of use.
Have we ever seen anything this bad? Does it look unnaturally bad?
In terms of the foliage?
Grown up. Yeah, compared to growing up.
You've seen stuff this bad and worse, but as it's mentioned, this note is only dated 12 weeks ago. 12 weeks ago, this was a functioning church.
Oh, I think we're starting to get somewhere here, Batman.
Is there like any sign of fresh sacrifice around here, or do we know when do you do this? Like in the spring, in the fall? Is the date around soonish from the roll I casted?
The date coincides with the start of spring, just when the planting is beginning.
Alright, so let's assume they did the thing, the ritual went wrong, basically the weeds from hell fucking started growing really fast and whatnot. How did that lead to this place getting fucked up and overrun with nightmare creatures?
Well, I mean, if there was any insecty things on the plants...
But would it affect insecty things?
Well, no, I mean, what if those kind of insects are like, feed off of those plants? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then again, it's still something you could manage, though, surely.
Does anybody has knowledge of biology or something like that?
I mean, knowledge of nature.
Is there a resident Irishman who's not here that he has something like that?
Yes, he has knowledge of nature.
Knowledge alcohol.
And can we use that?
If anyone
just like wake him up. Hey.
He is currently doubled over on a bench, trying not to flash back quite as hard as he is presently. Not working terribly well. You can dig out his stats, you can use it.
Yeah, does anybody has his stats because I don't care.
Fucking if Bill doesn't have it, how the fuck are we gonna have it?
Oh, I didn't say I didn't have it. But if you can dig them out, you can use them.
I'm too lazy to try and find that shit.
Oh, what's the stat? Look, what's the base stat? No, what's the base stat?
Intelligence.
Alright, everybody with intelligence, fucking roll your intelligence and just fucking see if you know it.
Okey-dokey. Whoa, never mind. You don't want me to do that.
Much like a roll, I have like a marginally good...
19!
Would it be intelligence or wisdom, actually?
Intelligence.
If it was, you can use intelligence for a knowledge check. Or, if you have a specific profession that you think might be useful, you can roll that with wisdom.
So I have profession, but like, I didn't pick one. I just, profession was a thing that was selected automatically with monk. So, what profession might I be adept in?
Any job that you can think of would be perfectly suitable. To give an example,
Bill, I got 19 on knowledge check.
Okay, 19 on intelligence.
That'll work.
Now, anything specific you're looking for in terms of information? Tell the target.
I am basically looking. What was our interest again? Does somebody remember? I forgot because I'm doing...
Basically, how did fast-growing weeds result in fucking everybody here being fucking dead and the temple being deserted? Like speedy
Do we know
weeds
if all
do
the
not...
people here are dead, or if they just left?
Yeah, basically, like, is the fucking cursed moths related to the cursed plant that's growing everywhere?
Yeah, it's possible that this thing moved in because the place was abandoned. It might not have been what drove everything out.
Yeah, what
Like,
first...
see if there's anything that would stop them from getting rid of the weeds or anything then, because I mean, like, you don't just set up...
Ritualist, you have 2 questions.
Okay. Basically, what was the primal cause? The moths or the weeds? If you understand.
You suspect from the information you have presently that whatever well, for one, the priest was working here by the sounds of things alone. He doesn't mention any of the people who greeted him. He doesn't mention... It may be that he's solipsistic and doesn't care to mention them. But the only people he's mentioned interacting with are the locals.
Speaking of that, is there like extra bed? Did we saw any extra bed on our way?
That's what I'm checking there. I see 1 bed in the top to the north where that onyx thing was. There's 2 beds in that room to the left. Yeah, so there's at least 3 beds on this level.
Like, how many platters, meals can you like discern from the amount?
There are bowls scattered everywhere. There's easily like 10 or 12 bowls left scattered around the place.
Wait a fucking minute. Fuck the moths. Fuck the weeds. I walked into the room fucking next to where the basement was and my own shadow tried to fucking hang me.
Wasn't it a moth though?
Was
You
it?
handled that very well.
Yeah, I thought it was like a butterfly or a moth.
Did we ever go down into the basement?
No, because we went to go save Duck. But look, fucking
Okay.
was it a moth?
That should
Aiden?
be.
Yeah. Do I also get like a question maybe to ask about the plants?
Yes, you have 3 questions.
Okay. So, do I understand anything about like the disease or rot or whatever kind of mutation is going on with this?
You know that the ritual in question, similar rituals you know of, cause was called the ground to sour. When the ground sours, it's because the positive energy within soil that gives life to plants has been completely used up. It has in fact been used more than there is. It creates a backlog of negative energy. In extreme cases, this can cause the dead to rise.
Oh god, it's sorry.
In most cases, what that causes all but the very strongest plants perish instantly and are outcompeted by the stronger ones, like briars, other pioneer species.
So what you're saying is the ground has become like Merc's scalp. Get dabbed on, you sleeping cunt.
He's asleep. He's seriously right here asleep. Can't hear you.
Tell him I said that when he wakes up.
I will.
His hand in his sleep has just reflexively flinched towards a firearm.
Well, there's one about 2 inches from him, so.
Okay. By the way, Bill, did we barricade this place?
Yeah, as you can see from all the red lines everywhere, everything is barricaded up to the nuts.
Okay,
Yeah,
is there? Oh, sorry.
The cart is inside. We have how do you say it? Our sick people are there. How are they holding?
Been better. They've been better. Thok has seen much better days.
Has he though?
Thok can barely stand of his own accord.
I lost 8 fucking points of strength and I got 1 back after 8 hours of sleep. I'm not doing so well, brother, you dick.
That's rough, mate.
Brother, can I have some strength?
mate,
No,
mate,
brother,
if I
you
get
can
any,
have
I'll
no
fucking tell you.
Hey, once I level up, I can return. I can get rid of that fatigue of yours with lay on pause.
It's not even
King Ji
fatigue,
has
it's
2 more questions.
Just another question I had was, okay, is there any reason in particular that I would know of, given any knowledge I have, either through that, or I could also do another religion check, through like brewery or something like that, or through my knowledge of Caden Kalin, as to why they would be doing it in this temple?
That kind of ritual, would not be held here at the temple. It would be held in the field, similar where the rite would be undertaken. As the end result of the rite is similar to a ritual ceremony of earth, in which the plant growth in the area is enriched in about a 3-mile spread. So it would have been held off-site in the actual field.
Do you think they tried to do some sort of ritual that was almost like a reversal of that?
Well,
Instead
I
of
guess I have
bringing
another
life
question.
to the soil,
So yeah,
they
I suppose.
sucked all that out?
I suppose based on anything that I know on any professions I might have experience with, do I have any idea as to what the purpose is of this in any more detailed sense? Beyond what you already said.
The ritual is sometimes called the gluttony of the soil. It's meant to bolster the crops to higher than the normal degree. A ritual of earth will increase the yield of crops by about 33%. The glut of the soil will double them.
So,
but the end result, if improperly applied over time, is soil that is, if not completely scorched, then actively corrupted.
Okay, so they fucked up their ritual essentially.
This is why we need EU regulations on crops.
You got a license for that crop?
So,
Have you got a license for that eldritch ritual?
so did that still count as the second question, or is she out of questions?
She's still got one left.
Aiden, I would probably say see if they tried to do anything else after fucking up that ritual. See if they tried to fix up anything like that.
I don't know if I would have the ability to know that based on profession, because it's what I rolled for. But I guess if I could see, just based on experience, what happened to the townspeople after it, I guess, or the crops after the fact. Do you have any concept of that?
The crops you've seen in the surrounding regions are all yielding fairly strong. It's just in this one area around the temple where the soil has yielded up these enormous thorny briars. The corruption seems to be fairly localized.
I think we should check the basement.
I was about to say.
Yeah, because if this is a ritual, especially to seep, to affect the soil and the dirt, it's not unreasonable that something in the basement has sprung up or resulted because of the ritual taking place here. Because there's not soil beneath the church, there's a basement.
Well then, let's go to the basement and see if we can find out what the hell did this, because this is absolutely disgusting. This is desecration.
I move the shit out of the way, blocking this door.
Okay. Roll me a strength check, okay.
I forgot him. Well, no, don't forget, I said that when I was putting together the barricade shit last time, I made it in a way where it would be easy for me to basically pull it like the foundation thing for the opposite side, so that it would be easy to move it the way.
Okay.
And I did roll for those checks last time.
Okay.
I thought
Roll, go on ahead. So, one other thing that should be noted, there is a symbol at the bottom of the page. It appears to be it's a weird, it's basically a half circle and a small line at the bottom. It's a very bizarre looking symbol. It looks like it's been cut off.
So it's not a complete...
That's not the complete image. You suspect this page and another were put together and something was drawn across the two. Possibly more.
Well, I get a 7 there.
Could someone roll me a linguistics check, by the way, whoever there is examining the page?
I am, but I have this spell ability called Read Magic, so if it's magical.
Okay. It is.
It's a cantrip. We roll something for it, or
if
just
you read it upside down, certain words, the particular handwriting forms words in another language. Roll away.
What do I roll?
You'll be rolling linguistics.
So it's intelligence.
Yes.
Hey.
It appears to be an alchemical symbol. Specifically the alchemical symbol for lead.
I tell this to others.
Lead is a metal.
You sure about that?
No.
Good to know.
I rolled a 7. I don't think I need a lot of strength to dislodge the thing set up.
Yeah. You can move it.
Cool. Alright, lead the way, Dogman. You get the shields.
Alright, I head into the back room at the northeast corner. Who's coming with?
I got your back.
The stairs lead down to
come
a
on.
heavy-duty wooden and iron door. It is currently shut.
Are they made of lead?
Oh yeah, I'm all the way upstairs. I can't really.
Ah, that lead that's made out of
There you
iron.
go.
All right.
Iron lead.
Well, I guess if everyone's okay, I'll
Lion.
come along then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd prefer. Really, most of us go.
Old saying, never split the party.
I'm standing like on the corner, looking at the people inside the room. Same time.
I'm on the outside. I'm looking.
Where are you?
The door is locked.
I wait until everyone's here. I don't want to go until everyone kind of gathers up.
Did we come across any keys or anything in the last episodes?
I don't think so. I would have.
No.
You've
I
not
don't
seen
have
anything
any.
here.
Alright, well, I pick up my brother by his collar from behind him and hold him.
If you're
at
going near the
lock
front,
level.
I'm actively going near the back. That is my.
We're not opening the door. I'm literally just going to hold you up to lock level so that you can pick the lock.
Is there a lock that can be picked?
Imagine so.
Is it magical?
There is a heavy-duty padlock covering a set of latch bars. It does not have a keyhole.
Hmm.
Can I
detect evil?
I gently place my brother back down and
Okay.
wipe the dust off his
You
shoe.
notice something, Rigave.
Yeah.
I want you to cast your eyes and look very carefully at the altar in the other room and follow the trail.
Hmm.
Go back to the other room. If I'm not sure, you can look closely. You'll notice something.
Oh,
that the
All of you have
fountain?
missed.
something from the altar went in through there.
No, look at the altar. Look carefully at the image.
It's got splats on it.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And what's next to the altar to the right?
A trail of blood.
Oh, somebody's been dragged.
A trail of something.
Specifically, the stain left when someone cleans up a trail of blood. Now, to the naked eye, it's actually kind of easy to miss. However, when looking on essentially at the astral plane, it glows.
Ah. So this is not just a. This ain't just a normal corpse.
Well, man, I'm getting fucking Final Fantasy VII Shinra building flashbacks. Did you know that I escaped?
Is there anything like in this pool over here? Is it like a ball of water or what?
Oh, that is one of the fonts. It is filled with brackish water.
So, fucking, can somebody take a look at the lock then? If there's a padlock on the door hang and it doesn't have a fucking
Doesn't
keyhole?
look like it's locked. It doesn't have a lock. That is. That's. Isn't that right? That's what you said.
What
Can I
does it
use
look like?
detect magic or?
Well, yeah. Give that a shot.
Just to clarify, he said the door is locked. It's got bars. It's locked with a padlock, but the padlock has no keyhole.
Right, would I just be able to go through disabled device to see if I can spot anything on it?
Roll me a
Or-
perception check.
Perception.
That'd be the easiest way to do it. This is an arcane lock.
Ah, fuck, I don't fucking magic.
I use spellcraft to unlock it. Actually,
You
first
can use spellcraft to identify what is
Yeah, I
needed,
did.
but actually unlocking it would be another matter entirely.
Does is the,
Hey.
Okay, you know that this is a arcane lock with a specific key. The strength of the lock is dependent on the proximity of the key. So if you have a arcane lock of particularly high ritual strength, the key cannot go very far from it. In this case, you could break this open with using magical devices, but it would be a very difficult difficulty class. It would be in like upper 40s.
Right, well, we can't do that.
But however, the strength of the magic means that the key is close. it probably can't leave the building.
Is there any way anyone of us could potentially foresee where that key
I
might
take
be?
out
Like,
that piece of paper that
metal
says
detector?
lead. I try to swipe it like a card. Does it do something?
Well, wouldn't you be right next to it then? Wouldn't the strength of the lock? Oh well, no, it would be really strong if you were right
You
next
notice
to it.
when you just try and swipe it, it doesn't really achieve much, but you notice that when the strange symbol on it clatters against the clatters against the padlock, it makes a light noise.
I'm wondering though, like, if anyone can sense if they're connected like this. If anybody could sense that. I don't have knowledge or arcana, but would that maybe work if someone has that?
As a paladin, is there any sort of an evil that's emanating from the doorway that has some sort of a signal towards the key, perhaps?
Something evil is behind the door, but the actual lock was made with good magic.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
you said that symbol on the paper was incomplete in some way.
Yes.
Do I know how? Well, do I know how to complete it?
You suspect, given the way it cuts off, that it is either on another surface or another piece of paper.
I rummaged through to the book. I think we found another book.
Oh yeah. I opened that up.
In the room. It's in the journal. We found the journal. Basically, is there something in there? And we look through it.
Okay. You do, as you're rummaging through the book, you find something under a dust cover. You have to literally rip open the. You can feel it underneath the outer layer of leather, but with a little bit of prying and a little bit of cutting of stitches, you can just about slip it out.
What did we slip out?
It's another letter. This one dated 10 weeks ago. Who would like to read this one out?
Same characters before.
Dear brothers and sisters of society, I fear I may so conduct blessing ceremonies in my somebody else read this.
Somnambulism? I have no idea what that is.
Sleepwalking.
Alright.
A somnambulism is sleepwalking.
Yeah, somnambulism.
Posh people.
I was reading
Ambulant.
Mike's still bleeding.
Right, so I fear I may soon conduct blessing ceremonies in my somnambulism. With every mock wedding, each funeral for a child's rabbit, and fete for fate for every bumpkin day of auspice, I can feel my life seep into the soil and dragging with it every ounce of my patience. The rotten soil swells with grain, and my waistline swells with barley porridge and half-sour wine from the cellar stores. Nobody has visited the chapel proper, and the entirety of my time here, I am eternally seeking one mire or another, be it the isolation of the chapel's halls or the chorus of pigs that I perform for as if I were a trained seal at a harbor fair. To add insult to injury, the birds that once heralded my waking hours have perished, rotten in their nests from parasites from those cursed swamps. Were it not bad enough, I think my earlier comment of this place as a rat nest may have been auspicious, considering the scraping at night in the cellar. Please, petition Father Augustus again. My sanity and patience are waning in equal measure. Yours in desperation, C. Niccolo. Same guy.
And this is like the older letter? Or fresher?
This is newer by 2 weeks.
Any lines up in it, Finona?
Yes. They don't seem to coincide with the others at all. It's just, this one on the back has a vertical line with a number of prongs running perpendicular to it.
Start
Whatever
rubbing
happened
against
here
the lock.
happens slowly and over time.
Do I sense magic from the piece of paper?
Yes. Both pieces of
This is-
paper have magic on them.
Can I use that like to home in on any extra piece of paper with the same thing? Basically, just walk around the church trying to feel it
Could
slowly.
you roll me a knowledge arcana. Because there's a little bit of a...
little bit above.
little bit rare information. Not many people use this technique. That's enough, I'd say. If you were to roll both pieces of paper up and bend them slightly, you could use them as dowsing rods.
Where do they point towards to?
As you point to the west, they cross over.
It's basically all the way to the west. To the bed. Bookshelf.
No.
Barricades on the way.
This is the west, if I'm correct.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Alright, fair enough.
Now it's leading north. Now it's leading to the northeast.
I guess I managed to clear all the barricades when I did that one roll before.
Well, we moved
It's
them,
more
you
of a
know.
case of effort. If you can stack them with a strength of like 7, then you can deal them. It's in this room. It's to the north.
I rummaged through the plates and the cushion. Slowly.
Okay.
Check for any
Sure.
traps.
Okay. Roll away.
Perception. Finally, I have a campaign where my perception is good.
Okay. Just as you notice on the table, there is a lead weight.
Is it made of iron?
Lead. It's made of lead.
Steel?
Well, I mean, the iron.
And just as you're about to lift it, you notice there's a bit of tension at the back. The lead weight is tethered very faint little wire to what appears to be a precariously placed vial of acid. If you were to pick it up the wrong way, you would uncork the little vial of acid and pour it over what is underneath it.
What's underneath it?
It's a piece of paper.
Mm.
Very tightly
Can
bound up.
can we remove it safely, or does it need a disable device?
It would need a disabled device. This thing is carefully rigged together.
Mud.
Someone with a really high dexterity, maybe?
Yeah.
Mud. You have the honor.
This acid is literally kept together through
Sorry, so...
essentially prayer.
Oh,
Not
can
literally, but
Can I use mage hand to just hold it in the air softly so it doesn't move?
Come on, Mud, you know the moment you put on that burqa, acid was going to be involved eventually.
the problem is that the seal on the vial is so light. It's literally just a sheet of treated rice paper. The slightest movement and too much pressure with mage hand could pierce it and spill the acid outwards.
Okay.
Right, right, okay, so it's going to need disabled twice. Okay, right.
I assist Mud in any way I can.
Swear to God. Fuck's sake.
I offer him moral support.
As acid spills across the desk, dissolving the paper.
Can I use the mage hand to pull the paper with the speed
Yes,
of light?
you now have a piece of paper coated in acid.
In any case,
do I see at last second at least what the symbol was on the paper?
The ink has begun to run.
don't forget what you learned for the thing there. Basically, the further away the symbol is taken from the lock, then fucking the less strength the lock has. So if we destroyed the symbol, then that means that the fucking symbol technically isn't here anymore, so the lock should be a doddle to disable. That
Maybe.
makes sense.
Perhaps.
Well, fucking go check
That
the
is
lock.
that is some kind of logic, yeah.
Yeah, it
it's-
might follow.
You notice that the ink, as much as it runs, it's staying in place. Like even as the paper underneath it is dissolved, the ink hangs where it was.
Is it like on a piece of wood?
So kind
Right.
the
So
pressing
you said
concern is what it's burning through beneath the paper.
Table?
Yes. Well, specifically what it is what appears to be a little wooden box
Fuck,
Can
get it.
I take the box and just flip it around so the acid goes the other way?
Yes, but doing so will expose you to the acid.
Well, I'll be real quick, real nice. Can I use my claws to just use like the edges of the claws?
Can I use my shield to knock it out of the way?
You may, but again, you will whatever you use to open this will be exposed to the acid.
Let me see. I will.
You got all that armor?
Pick up a chair and fucking eat it.
Yeah, I grab one of the vials that's on the table, and I use the vial to just knock the box away.
Okay.
Yeah, flip it on the side. So...
There's now broken glass all over it.
That's fine.
Epic stuff.
Well, you do manage to batter it away a little bit. So the box burns open in short order.
Does it explode?
Inside is a now somewhat damaged, finely wrought amulet.
Do I detect? Does it give off any sort of magical aura or evil?
Not anymore.
All right. What's it made out of exactly?
It
Lead.
was. No, it was made out of a fine silvery material.
And is it so? It's the acid ate it away, it dissolved it, or?
Yes, it's corroded it.
Oh shit! I should have been using Ray of Frost to freeze this shit. Too late now.
Science.
You're currently holding a dissolved. Well, you are now holding what used to be a piece of paper, but is now a set of text hanging in midair.
It's just a broken texture.
Well, what does the text say?
Can I use this connected piece of text to like connect it with the other two pieces of paper?
Obama is gone.
Tab on the
Letter dated 8 weeks ago.
2 weeks after the last note was written. Dear brothers and sisters of the Society, this wretched pit has finally cracked my resolve. The remains of my food and drink are at their extremity because of these wretched vermin. What grain isn't pilfered by rodents is sodden with their piss or writhing in enormous centipedes from those cursed swamps. What little money I've managed to collect from my labors has gone to an apothecary for poisons for these fur-clad wretches, or on the council of the village's many experts on their extermination. All they managed to achieve was a handful of burnt herbs in our good censers, and a broken ankle from a foot shoved in an unseen snare trap in the yards whilst seeking a nest. They even had the audacity to demand I call upon divine favor to heal their rolled little trotter before they left with the job not even half done. I beg of you once more as your brother in faith, if Father Augustus will not yield, then at least visit. To even look at this place without another voice breathing here is enough to send my balance spinning. Yours in earnest longing, C. Niccolo.
This is an old man who has not left already.
Well, I guess he's duty bound to be here.
Right, well, bring the amulet over to the fucking door or whatever.
With the with the 2 pieces of paper and 1 sheet of nothingness with ink on it, you can now try and figure out what the image is, even though it is still incomplete.
Oh, if you lay it on top of each other.
If you array them in kind of an L shape, they appear to be. Roll me a perception check.
Who's rolling?
It is 3/4 what appears to be a symbol of a key.
So there's one more page.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Well, Richard's got a 20 on the thing there. See if we drew. Do we know enough about the thing to get a rough idea? If it's the shape of a key, could we just scribble in the
Well, the
last bit?
problem is that you have the handle, but only half of the actual section of the key involved in unlocking.
So we missed the
You
part.
wouldn't get it would not be able to interact with any parts of the lock.
Well, can we use the...
Okay, so can I continue using the same method to find the final piece of the...
Yeah.
Can you just roll with it,
Okay.
or do I have to roll?
Please roll me a perception check.
A house of dose.
11. 3 pieces of key.
You pace around the lodgings here for a little while, but you don't really seem to find very much. It seems to be
like-
strongest and nearest where you started.
What the?
In the room where we were.
Closest, it seems to have been strongest on the eastern wing.
Where can it be in here though?
Is there
do you
anything
reckon
like
it's
in
the
this
bell?
pile of ashes, or where the bell fucking fell?
There's nothing at the bell.
Oh, fucking great. Alright.
Upstairs?
It's definitely not coming from upstairs. You'd have noticed right off the bat if it was anything.
Coupled under the stairs.
Maybe under the chairs? Behind the chairs?
Oh, there's a
we
couple
check.
of like.
The cupboard under the stairs. Aim it towards the stairs.
Mud, could you please roll me a perception check?
I can do. Can't guarantee anything though. Of course. That's,
Okay.
That's apparently when my eyes.
Mud.
activate.
When you look at on the underside of the chair on the floor, laying on its back, there is a
Oh, yeah.
piece of paper attached to the bottom of the chair. I should
pick up
be
this paper.
point. In this room, it is currently quite dark. You have dark vision, but it's very difficult to read with dark vision due to the fact that it is black and white, and this is very faint.
And plus, I can't read. Someone else please read.
Can I read with my incredible sense of hearing?
Daredevil can. That's a lie. He does it for a film.
World on fire sounds like a fantastic idea right about now. But
Can
what
I
I'm saying
hear
is
Braille?
there is a lantern on the table if someone desires one.
I'm just gonna hand the paper over to someone else. I'm really not.
Here, I'll take it and bring it to the lantern here. And I will peer at it beneath the dim glow of the lantern.
Probably
Okay.
not your eyes.
The page is completely blank.
I just got wrecked.
I
Mud?
bet. Well,
You notice something, Mud. On the wall, clasped in the grip of a shadowy noose on the wall, is a roll of parchment. Just the shadow of one.
Oh, and that's the ink.
This is more fucking elaborate than a fucking Silent Hill lock door. Jesus
Can
fucking
I-
Christ.
what happens if I take the parchment in my hand and I press it against the shadow of it on the wall?
Oh, good shout.
There is a horrible wet feeling beneath your hand as what appears to be blood congeals onto the page, and you find in your hand a torn letter.
Is it legible?
Yes, it is.
Very epic.
Torn letter. I am sorry that I brought you into this. I know that these words are no solace to you, nor can I even put this note by your feet, for I fear to venture where you now lay. I should have contacted the Reeve the moment I heard the scratching. I was too deluded in my solitude and exhaustion. But these excuses mattered not, matched by these final fleeting moments. Your dreams have ended, and it is all my fault for bringing you to this cursed copse. I am sorry with every fiber of my being. I am sorry. You were great priests, far beyond what I could ever be, but none of us were exorcists. Find peace with that child, in that cellar, as I soon shall in this belfry. Faithfully yours, C. Niccolo. So Niccolo was a lady.
Is Niccolo even a girl name?
Nicolo's the last name. Nicolo's the last name.
Probably be
The moth lady, I think that's Nicolo.
Oh,
Yep.
no, I think that's a suicide letter, though, isn't it? I mean,
Well, the
or someone's
belfry was
fucking-
where you found the moth thingy.
That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't find it.
I think it's safe to assume that was Nicolo.
It's very likely.
So whatever's down there is a child and another person who is possibly a priest.
Perhaps.
Or at some point.
I'm guessing that what this is they decided to something similar to this in Divinity. They couldn't exercise whatever was possessing the thing down there, so they locked it up.
Well, I think things probably went completely fucked up beyond all reason, and then what's it called? Nicolo probably locked the door and then went up to the belfry and just resigned himself to what fucking happened after
Pretty
all
much.
the other priests get fucking dabbed on.
It seems like I think so. Yeah, the last thing they could do is well, there's nothing I can do about it, so I'll just lock it up, keep it away from the world here in the basement. Put a magical lock, and there's nothing else I
Acid
can
and
do.
everything.
Yeah. Well.
Sounds good, lads. Time to go home.
All right. Well.
No, I know fucking the wheelie bin, what's it called? Is
Wagon.
gonna want to go down there and take care of the problem. And also, I get fucking hung. I ain't happy about it.
You handled it well. For a first hanging.
But I feel a lot better
Most
when
people don't get past the first. That's the thing.
I smash up some fucking whatever's in the basement.
I'm assuming that.
All right.
that-
So.
Well,
There's
on one hand, I don't feel that Nira does not feel particularly suicidal going downstairs, but on the other hand, sleeping in a cursed church with something still alive downstairs does not sound reassuring as well.
We can take shifts.
Yeah, but still, we are on the run.
Okay, go on, let's get in there. I want to fucking kill what's down there. I've got a grudge, and
Yeah.
you've got a holy duty. Fucking.
I mean, I would like to go home and sell some of this shit too, but honestly, we should. I mean, maybe we'll find something cool.
I am duty bound to seek out this evil in the basement, though at the same time, it's not like we're in a huge hurry. If we need to rest or if we need to, prepare for
I don't think we can quite rest well enough knowing that downstairs. At least Nira would not be able to sleep.
Yeah, and it's going to take me 32 hours to recover unless you want to basically be taking the majority, fucking the weight of all the shit we've got to drag back to town by yourself.
Don't forget, we have also other sick people, so having them as possible victims of this thing is not quite an option. Basically, everybody has healed up as much as they can.
Do we have the
is-
complete key?
As you flip over the last piece and align them, the paper burns away, revealing a strange black iron key with a handle in the shape of a butterfly.
So, do we want to go now, or do you feel like we should let Nuka rest up?
I don't know.
I'm not opposed to letting him rest. This thing has been down
He's
here
already
for...
slept for 8 hours. What a fucking lazy asshole.
Well, this thing in the basement has been there for at least 8 weeks. Another 32 hours probably isn't going to make much of a difference.
So actually, I want to point out to get back to full strength, it would actually take 64 hours.
Yeah, I don't think we have like
no, the 32 hours is just to undo the damage monkey bitch here fucking caused.
I remember
Yeah,
By the way, I
listen.
give her a light boot to the shins, by the way.
Listen, we don't have a food or drinks for a week. One night sleep, that was like just
Yeah.
to know.
I'm at fucking an average 10 strength. Fuck it, I got this. I've still got
Tell
a
you
lot
what,
of time.
you guys come up with something. I need to use the restroom, so come up with a plan while I'm gone.
Fucking servant of God is a shite bag.
Do you think he realised that he did not mute himself?
At least it didn't end with the fucking rhyme. I think we're.
Don't fucking bring up the rhymes. Don't get that.
That's
fucking
why I waited
shit
till we
started
went.
again.
Unironically, people were calling for insta-death.
Honestly though, I thought he would have been the first person to want to go down there. He's a paladin, it's his job.
I'm cool to go down there. I mean, there's probably like money
I'm
or
cool
something.
not to go down there.
This,
so, I mean,
this is why folk don't trust religion.
Come on.
Folk think religion's fucking gay. We
Well,
live
first of all, I'm
in a
not very
hamlet.
happy that they've defiled my god's sacred space. That's incredibly, you know,
Ogres
rude.
rise up.
is he
Absolutely
real though?
disgusting. But also, yeah, I mean, there might be, you know, booze or gold or something down there, so why
Well, I
not?
should note, you have a sword and a pair of gauntlets still.
Oh, what? Then no one's touched.
What do the gauntlets do? Does anybody have a praise?
Yeah, I do.
I've probably done. Oh, I do actually. No, I don't. Wait. Yeah, I do. But it's fucking shit. Ignore me.
But didn't we get a big fancy knife as well?
Yes. Well, nice is a strong word. It's a large, rusty, oversized knife, similar to it's essentially a large messer with a number of holes drilled in it.
That is not.
Okay. Okay. On the knife, you have no idea what this thing is. Near this is some bootleg shit.
How big is it? Like size-wise?
It is. It would be sized as a hunting knife for you.
Ooh, right.
Back pocket.
The other stuff.
Let's put it this way: for the resident, shall we say, verdantly complexioned individual, it would be considered a sizable one-handed weapon, similar to a long sword.
Oh, you mean the midget? Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell
So does
yeah.
that mean that
But
everybody else
I will
can
say,
do
Mud,
it?
you recognise this as being of goblin make.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it then, mate. To be honest. What? So wait 1 second. So oh, it's not like a what would I roll to check? What that is?
Praise or knowledge arcana, spellcraft, that kind of thing.
I can't.
Spellcraft.
It's like a knowledge memory or something like that, but just like your intelligence score or something.
It is I believe it is the sum of your wisdom and your intelligence.
Wait. Summon stats 1 plus 1, lovely. Oh shit! The old dice roller in this has actually got a lot better. Sorry, I got a bit distracted. So let's just go against. Let's just go for memory. Just plus 1 to that.
This is a dog slicer.
Ah, I thought so.
It is a goblin weapon. This one's a particularly large example, though noticeably, despite that, as you kind of swing it about, it's very nimble. Despite the fact it's about a long sword in size for you, it is still, for the purposes of your abilities, a dagger.
So it still counts as a light weapon.
Yeah, this is a light weapon. This is a finessable dog slicer.
Hey, Lamau.
I say you should probably use it then. You seem to have a handle on things.
Yeet is mine.
Alright, how about the gloves then, Nira?
If there are any dogs, they can go get fucked.
Here's the roll for.
I mean,
You got a fucking Korean butcher's knife.
And I have it 22 on the gloves.
okay, these gauntlets are magical.
I feel like I've got the raw deal on that one.
What do they do? What do they do?
As you try them on
Use-
and you kind of flex your fingertips, there's a few arcs of static electricity that dance between your fingers.
Ooh.
I have returned.
Just like prison stuff.
Can you roll spellcraft to detect how exactly to use this?
Mud got a big knife.
Oh, we did.
It's designed for killing dogs.
Oh, that's not good.
It's a goblin dog slicer.
It's literally.
These, specifically what they are, is they are a pair of gloves with very finely woven copper mesh and wire. And as you can tell from the electricity that arcs between them, they can be used to make touch attacks. You can actually electrocute people with these things. They are what's called the Galvanic Gauntlets.
I smile widely.
These are the closest approximation as you can find. Specifically to these, considering the quality of your roll, is these, being a black leather variant, are interlaced with the lattice of both iron and copper.
So it's like...
I shall now give the full description from the kind patron. A peculiar set of black leather gloves bound in an intricate lattice of iron and copper, said to have been crafted for a strong, independent wizardess of colour who had mastered the powers of the storm. These are the Storm Witch's Gauntlets.
Okay, I want to take them. I'm going to wear them on the end of my tusks.
Fuck you, I'm taking those.
I'm taking the piss.
I will impale your tusks into your
Essentially,
asshole.
they will only function in the hands of a spellcaster.
And these
Saying I can't cast spells just because Fox an ogre?
Yes. You're not black. I'm black.
Can you read?
Oh, fuck you, Teddy. Can I read?
So,
Yes.
Bill, what
Like
stats do
an
we have on this? Do we have some
Okay,
extra
what
armor?
they are is... They are a pair of gloves that allow you to make a touch attack for 1d6 electricity damage. Against any enemy wearing metal armor or being made of metal themselves, you get a +3 to hit.
That's pretty nifty. Did we get anything else, or was it just the gloves and the dog chopper?
Those are the two things you found in here. One thing, could you roll me a perception check?
Me.
Any of you. It's fairly simple.
Huh?
Any of you roll a perception check at your
There's the
leisure.
perception.
Is there a way to roll? Like, is there a command to roll perception?
No, you can just roll 1d20 plus your perception skill. Thok doesn't actually notice. Mud does. Mud notices in a hurry.
Perception.
You seem to recall there being a large corpse over here,
Oh yeah, at the big.
with its head
Oh, yeah.
punched in. It's not there anymore.
Oh, 'cause that'd be an issue.
Before we
Oh,
traverse
resolve that.
further, these
Yeah,
gauntlets you mentioned earlier.
we did slept the night, didn't we?
We did rest, yes.
These
yeah.
gauntlets, I might be able to use them.
No, it's mine. They're magical.
They only work in the hands of someone who can cast spells.
Oh, those are the gauntlets. Oh, okay. I thought that. Okay.
Storm's like a.
Do we have any
Stopwatch
extra
effect,
armor
effect,
with them?
I have an extra set of armor. Yeah, I have a set of engraved parade armor.
I cannot wear that armor. Bill, do I get any AC from those gloves or no?
No, they do not provide AC.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay, so. Alright, well, whatever it was, woke up. Maybe it fucked off back upstairs. What ifs? What do we want to do in regards to that thing having
Well,
fucked off?
basically, do we see was the corpse dragged away or was it like disappeared?
That is a good question.
It's not clear.
Shit just spawns after a while, doesn't it? Wait, wasn't it? No, wasn't that the like the not the stand. I said stand.
Yeah, it's an Eidolon. Yeah, it was an Eidolon. Wouldn't it just vanish after a while? When the host was dead.
I don't know enough about Eidolons, so I'm role playing correctly.
So basically, I am for us moving into the basement.
Yeah, fuck it, going to the basement.
We never even get an answer from Bill there. Bill,
I
you
feel
made...
like Bill got fed up with the stand power reference, and or he.
Just typing something. It's okay. Okay. Now, what precisely do you wish to know? Now I'm actually paying attention.
don't Eidolons just disappear when they're done?
Eidolons do tend to disappear when they die.
Instantly or over time?
Yes. They bamf on the spot.
So it wasn't dead.
The fucker wasn't dead.
But didn't the moth woman die? Well, it doesn't fucking matter, because fucking the king that's controlling the Eidolon is clearly whatever's going to be in the basement, so fucking it can probably summon the Hing whenever, but the fact of the matter is, the Hing is still fucking weakened anyway. Unless it recovered over the 8 hours, but it generally takes longer than that, because Eidolons are a cunt to heal. To the fucking basement, let's go.
To the fucking basement.
Fido, lead the way.
Basement. Alright.
You have the key?
I will have the key. And I press it against the lock and step back.
It's like pushing a knife through clay. The twist, it just discorporates. The way is now clear. You may wish to make set your marching order.
I'll ride on Naka's shoulders. How about that?
Do we want both the big...
Stand big, Rigave, and he'll go ready.
Do we want both the big cunts at the front?
I'm gonna
You
roll
guys
stealth.
both go forward, and I'll just kind of hang on like a backpack. How about that?
Alright, well, I'll take the back then, just in case we get attacked for the rear. And you two, like fucking in monkey business, can sit in my fucking shoulders and watch my back.
Okay, just put yourself in the arrangement as you wish to be put to the next area.
Well, I'm gonna be right at the back, but fucking Aiden's on my shoulders, but she's sitting in front of me, and then you go in front of her, bud.
So
I'm going the
quite
furthest to
narrow.
the back of the bus. Like,
Basically, Tok is here, and he has a monkey and an elf, and we are like this.
I am hidden. I am hiding.
Right, Aiden, move yourself up.
I
If you
appreciate
can
your
see-
attempt
if
to
you
draw
can-
Because I can't actually select you all that there.
Aiden, move yourself up.
Richard, I appreciate your attempt to draw a penis. It was very, very admirable.
Where did Aiden go?
I'm right here. I'm on top of you now, unless I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Stop drawing
Again, I
There I
cannot
am.
put you to the next screen if this is on there.
you pray.
So we're gonna have a left flank around here, and we're also gonna need a right flank. So the right flank will be around this area here.
You are insufferable tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can even keep the.
So there's gonna be a left flank and a right flank. I'm in front here. I'm circled, and here's an arrow.
This is
And
the
then
classic
also-
Foot Clan
That's
formation.
All
Classic
right.
Foot Clan formation.
Very
Well,
important.
please God, tell me there's like a GM magic button you can just hit that removes all writing for the screen.
No, there isn't.
Very
That's the
important.
problem.
Like, you have to
No,
watch
no,
out in this
stop.
direction.
Please.
It's
for the
actually
love of
making
God.
my job harder.
This we have to. Kind of be
I mean,
worried about that.
I
So much. This is making my job so much more difficult than it needs to be.
Please, we have to move to the next level. Can you just remove?
Yeah.
Delete the writing and then yourself.
Oh, I guarantee with all things is gonna come.
This is the
well,
most bizarre
How do
one.
I
Just
delete
made
it?
myself fuck.
see you later. See you
God, it
later.
doesn't-
Aiden.
Use the selector and delete it.
You fucking
Select.
spaz.
I just
And now he cannot delete
Oh,
it.
please tell me you didn't just. Oh no, what a horrible thing that deleted all. Yeah, they got rid of all the lighting settings. Oh, God.
Can I spin it around?
I fucking hate all of you. See if we just form in a line at the bottom here, can we transition
Yes.
without that there?
If
Right,
we
everybody
fall on the
form-
bottom and shoot
Yeah.
one bullet down the line, can I kill every single character in one shot?
I never done
Joke's on
anything.
you, I'm too low.
Yeah.
Aiden, a fucking left to right line.
What?
Well, step in
I'm
the
on top
fucking
of
line.
you.
You
Okay.
can go two abreast.
Okay, then that way.
It's a 10 foot. It's like
I
a
don't
10
know
foot
how to get rid of
wide
it.
Yes,
stairwell.
yes,
There's a
now,
reason.
Bill, now, use the fucking chance.
Oh my god, it's like herding cats all over a fucking gun.
Activate teleporters. Oh, wait, what?
Woo!
No, I have to take you to the next section because it's kind of different. Hang on. There we go.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
gonna move you back here, you back here. Range yourself as you see fit. Because there's a big fucking glowing circle in the middle of the room and it looks really dangerous.
I would actively like to be considered the furthest away from this object.
It's an enormous glowing barrier, swirling with runes, at the centre of which is a dome of swirling white light.
I remember all that anticipation the letters and shit like that made up to hype up this fucking sailor. Yeah. Giant clock sorted that, didn't it?
Is it by any chance Elvish or Draconic, the writing in the...
The runes they are in Draconic.
Yeah, I can read them. What do they say?
Okay. So these are runes of protection. They don't have a direct translation. They are simply a repeating chant for protection, specifically sealing things in and other things out.
Well, I'm just gonna...
Two-way barrier.
So
can I use knowledge of religion to find out what's getting sealed in and what's being kept out?
You may attempt it. It is not. You can see the occasional silhouette of something moving inside.
Oh, I bet fucking your space out. So this is probably going to be fucking bad.
All I'm saying is I can see the blood trail go through the stairs, through that white circle, and then out the other side.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm rolling knowledge arcana to see do I know anything about how to bypass this shit.
Okay. Well, you know that this is a magical circle against evil, a twin directional one. It's fairly strong magic, but it can be disrupted if the symbols are damaged by someone who is not evil.
Hey!
Don't fucking touch it. Alright, fucking how about we use some logic here to see if this thing isn't working, because if it's working, why fuck with it?
Before I can I go? I'm gonna walk around the circle and look over here to see where exactly this blood trail goes.
It leads up. It seems to lead up to a wall and then it doesn't stop. It just slips underneath the wall.
Slips underneath the wall?
Yeah.
I call Nira over and say, you need to check this wall out. Is this an illusion? Is this some sort of a magical seal? Where this blood's just stopping here?
Yeah, can you roll a perception on that?
You may.
So the blood doesn't stop at the wall, it actively looks like it's going through it, sort of under it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think of myself, what did my go?
That's my level of stealth.
It's strange plastery substance. It's like someone made a mesh and over it just spread this. It's most similar to concrete. Those of you in the group who are alchemists recognize that much. But it's a very thin it's a fairly thin layer reinforced with a metal mesh. Whoever made this wall made it so that it seemed like there was nothing behind it. But there is definitely something through here.
Is it magical?
No.
Yeah, can
It is mundane.
Okay, before we do that again, can we check to see if this barrier is actually working? I know it probably isn't due to the fact everything's all fucked, but it's probably worth having a check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was why I rolled 18 on Arcana to see how this thing works.
Okay. Simply, it is a two-way barrier, magical circle. Anything evil cannot travel in or out of the circle. In essence, it is two magical circles overlaid onto each other.
Can I push my hand to see if I go through?
Are you evil?
I am not. I am neutral good.
It's like pushing through molasses almost, but neutral good. Sorry, and actually you slip through very easily. But the area inside is full of blinding white light.
Fucking Nera, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, step out.
Nera, don't fucking walk into the fucking lion's cage. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, whatever, if there is anything in there, it's not going anywhere. So, this blood trail is what interests me more at the moment.
We know what it is, but did we establish whether the thing is or isn't working properly? Like, does it have a leak?
Yeah, do you know that it is like leaking?
Inside, you see a prone figure. Appears to be a small child. He can't be more than 7 or 8.
Is it conscious?
They do not appear to be conscious.
Let's leave it. For now. Yeah, it's when you bother it. You know, that's when shit hits the fan. So...
Again, guys, there was an Eidolon and shit like that, and if it wasn't involved with this kid, if it was this kid that did it, there is clearly some kind of leak or some shit in this barrier that let that thing get out.
Unless it was done before it was sealed up.
Who would like to roll a perception check? Specifically, I'd like to put the person who is holding the light source to roll a perception check.
Nah, mate.
I rolled 23.
Okay. Who is carrying a light source, if any?
Nope.
Isn't this thing like illuminating everything?
It is illuminating, but the light is static and does not go beyond a certain point. It is brilliantly bright to look upon, but it does not shed regular light. So imagine a flashlight that when you shine it at something, the light stops abruptly 3 feet in front of it.
It's like view distance in a video game.
I'm just away from the light source people.
Don't even need a torch. I've got fucking
Also,
perfect
I
light vision.
have a bonus for perception. Let me see. When in dim light, because I'm an elf.
Yeah, you may see in low light, but you still require you can see further in low light.
Ah, yeah, further, yeah.
But you do require a light source. So I believe that there was a lantern
Yeah,
in the previous room. If that was was that carried through? Because otherwise, this room is very, very dark. Just save for the bright, blinding white light emanating from this orb.
Should I roll perception then, since I've got fucking perfect dark vision?
Therein lay the problem with the orb, is that whilst it does not shed proper light, it does, however, disrupt the use of dark vision due to the brilliance of it.
Fair enough.
This is the downside of dark vision. It cannot be used in an area with bright lights.
Yeah, but fucking special bright lights that don't actually
I
illuminate.
need to go up and grab a torch real quick.
This is the downside of magical light.
I will put one of my big ass fucking torches from my fucking pack, then spark that shit up.
Okay. As you look up, you notice that reaching down from the ceiling, from where there once were, they previously appear to have been attached to whatever was inside the circle, found long strands of fibrous, resinous material, almost like webbing, but not quite there. It is more akin to fleshy tissue than actual webbing.
It's a leak.
Fucking spiders.
We're good. Detect your fucking evil. I think we know what's going to happen, but probably good to get a bash.
Do I detect any evil in this room?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
From? Is it just from the circle, or is it all around?
No,
Is it
it's
from
not
above?
from the circle.
Is it from the wall? This false wall?
No. It's from a corner of the room. Something reaches down from the ceiling. Now, allow me to quickly clear the initiative order, as it's about to become very pertinent.
Right. Well, since I detect, I assume that I detect this evil before anyone else notices it, right?
You are not surprised. Everyone else is.
Can I use that lack of surprise, like, because I'm aware of it, to put myself between or to grab Nira and put her behind me?
First, we need to roll initiative, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Shouldn't you just start barking like a good dog to let us know there's bad things happening?
I would like to clarify that I did roll for stealth. I'm hiding.
Okay. What was the total?
27.
Fucking your bullshit.
Sorry, it wasn't a good roll.
Yes! Another amazing initiative roll for fuck.
Let me grab my old character.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
No, I'm sorry. That should be an 18. Accident. It should be -1, not +1. So, did you put my initiative as 18?
Yeah. Well, you didn't. For some reason, it didn't. You didn't have your character selected, so it didn't put it on there anyway. So that works out.
All right.
Oh, I fucking forgot to fucking select my hang again, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I
wait,
forgot.
I was already selected.
It's a new day, I have new spells.
That's weird, I was selected, but it never added me to the order. That's the second time that's happened. What's up with
Now,
that?
when you say selected, how do you do that so it shows up next?
No, well, you just left-click your icon, and then when you roll it, it normally adds you.
I already put you on the order. It's fine.
All right. Well, I want to know how to do it for next time.
Okay. Unfortunately, as you are both running in the surprise round, it gets to act before you. And this figure, bound in that same tarry resinous substance, its jaws wrenched open by thick bound tendrils of that twisting, fleshy substance. It just wordlessly bounds down from the ceiling and pounces upon your resident elf.
I have no reaction.
You are currently surprised. See if it actually hits you. It does. And it will attempt to grapple you.
What do
What's
I
your
roll to resist?
What is your CMD?
CMD, 14.
Okay. It dropping from the ceiling, it's going to be straight down on top of you. It rides the line of the wall down and bounds off, catching you at an odd angle and bearing you to the floor. As it riz up in your face, you see its twisted, malformed skull from where the pressure of the resin has just wound around this humanoid form, shattered its skull, malforming it and twisting it in new and horrid shapes. Its mouth, as I will demonstrate by enlarging the image momentarily, is wrenched open, its jaws shunted forth, and the various tendrils are twisting around wildly, pushing its jaws outwards like that of a goblin shark or a moray eel, snapping at you.
Fucking venom.
Venom.
That's amore.
Does it says hello, Eddie?
Does it say? Does it?
It merely
call him
chatters
pussy?
its teeth at you.
Here's a bit more artwork if you missed the last one.
I hope it's PG and it's safe for the kids. Don't want any blood or gore.
God.
Kawaii.
Okay, next up, being this is the
Assume Foot Clan formation.
Regave, you are up next because of the surprise round. You're the only other person who can act.
All right. I'm going to instantly use the Smite Evil on the thing on Venom.
Sorry.
That's a swift action.
Every time I plan an encounter in advance, Hollywood does some dumb horse shit.
Hey guys, Eminem.
Uh-huh.
Played by Tom Hardon.
So I can add my charisma bonus to my attack rolls and a paladin level to all damage rolls made against
Twice your damage. It's twice your level to all damage rolls for this round.
Oh, for this round?
First, against this particular type of creature, you gain the enhanced version of Smite.
Oh, it's super evil.
Have you seen the fucking thing?
It does look that's racist, first off.
That's ableist.
Yeah,
Can't judge a gook by his colour.
that's true, you can't.
You
So, now what I can do is, let's see, how far is that to move here? That's 10. I assume that it is, are these two occupying like the same spot because he pounced on top of her?
Yes, they are currently occupying the same spot.
Okay, gotcha. Is there, I can make a movement and then an attack, right?
Yes.
Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go right here. I'll take one step forward, a step right up here, and then I will attack this thing with my shields, my
roll
holy... Well, actually, wait a second. 1d6... So, laying on hands would do less damage than my normal attacks with Smite Evil? Or would lay on hands do more damage with Smite Evil? So... a shield... Let me look up the damage on the shield, because I want to see if...
I should note that lay on hands only does damage against undead.
Oh, this is an undead... Oh, it's undead, not just
You are
evil.
not.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
it's. Yeah.
I'll save you. Heals the enemy.
Heavy steel shield. So... So the heavy steel shield here, it doesn't have the attack listed, was it? What was it for heavy
I
steel
believe
shield?
that heavy steel shield is 1d6 damage.
Okay, so I have 2 of those.
Yeah.
And
Roll
will that
two.
add my strength modifier to that?
Yes, but first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, roll to hit.
Alright, so roll to hit.
With.
So with that is a 1d20 plus... Let me add all these bonuses up.
Your melee bonus. It should
Melee bonus,
automatically
that
count
is-
MAB.
Alright,
Should
so
be
that's
next to
plus
that.
4. So the melee bonus is plus 4. Do. But with Smite, Evil, that turns it into a... roll... charisma bonus to attack rolls. So that's plus 5. So let me add that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1d20 plus 9. And I think that's all that there is. So let's give that a roll here.
Okay. Yeah, roll to hit with the shield. Will you be attacking with both shields? Or
Yes.
in that case, it's -2 for 2-weapon fighting.
Minus 2.
Okay.
Because I had that with plus 9.
Yeah. Okay. Can't get the thing because it is going to grapple, but it does not take penalty for grappling. So that will actually miss.
Holy fuck, I rolled a 5. Jesus Christ.
Oh Christ, +9. Jeez, we are +9.
Well, it's supposed to be plus 7, but... Fuck. Okay.
You swing down your shield and you narrowly miss the skulls of both this creature and your compatriot, driving it into the concrete, or into the flagstones, I should say. You still have the other attack.
Oh, that's only for 1? Okay, I got you. So let's do that one more time. Jesus.
You bring both shields down in an arc, and it just clatters off its oily hide.
Okay. I guess that's that.
You suck at this, dog.
I mean, that's
Okay,
why I play
and
fucking
that's
first-person
it.
shooters, man.
That is the surprise round. Okay, its turn. It is going to attempt a grapple check.
Can you roll to resist?
On your turn, it would be you will be able to try and reverse the attack. Okay. Regave.
Yeah.
In a single movement, it is stood up. It looks less like it moved and more like it flowed, redistributing all its limbs and organs into roughly a human shape. And in one swift movement, it brings its hand down, grabbing you by your breastplate and dragging you down into a grapple at the same time as grappling nearer. Both of you are now grappled.
Is there no saving throw against that?
No, it is purely based on your CMD. Actually, no. What's your CMD currently, including your bonus to AC from using Smite?
So my CMD is normally 13. I get a deflection bonus to any AC attacks. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
The charisma modifier is +5.
For a total of?
18.
Okay. That is surprising that you actually passed that. But yeah, that will initiate a grapple with both of you. Though, you notice that its grasp on you is very tenuous. Grappling two people is no easy feat. Though at the same time, it's not so much that the actual humanoid form is grappling you. The tendrils flowing off of it are doing all the work.
Right, so it looks like it's grappling me, but in reality, does it get a grapple effect?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it passed. Okay.
Basically, what it means is he rolled well and needed to. Okay, that'll be its turn as it chatters and attempts to. You notice as it moves to grapple both of you, its body splits down to the waist, and it's in fact two torsos with reaching, pouring limbs, one grappling each of you.
All right.
Wow.
Neat.
Mud.
At this point, it just feels kind of awkward.
Swear to God, if you fuck off again.
I'll tell you what, now you say it, that sounds like not a bad idea. That and that. Would I still be in stealth? Or is it... Because I know you said that it was that this obviously area was bright. But, yeah, the rest of the area is basically still in darkness.
Yes, the area is still in darkness.
It's also kind of busy, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Well, you got to remember, for a goblin, that is a very wide area. Much can be said. Much the same can be said about Foxmother.
Mud, you could Chad walk directly up behind the fucking thing with your fucking stealth rolls and you'd be fine unless you roll a 1.
Now, it should be noted that a creature in a grapple, two creatures outside the grapple, is flat-footed for the most part.
Uh-oh. Okay, hell yeah.
Not to mention, you positioned yourself behind it, you'll also be flanking.
So if I go behind it, and then I'll do...
Okay,
just
so
clarify.
double check. Yeah, let's just check your distance.
That should be 15. So that should be combat. Oh no! Wait, no, sorry, that's not combat maneuver. I put combat maneuver in. It should have actually been melee attack. Sorry.
So what's the total after with 2?
With 2, that should be. Give me a second. I'll just check on the old sheet. That should be +5 to the 2.
Okay. Sadly, that would not even hit a stationary body.
Yee!
As you fumble with you just about keep grip on your new short sword.
What does that even mean if you get like a minus on an attack roll?
You just immediately yeet someone in the face.
You know, like when you try and throw something and you let go of it mid-throw, so it just kind of stays where it is.
No, it's like that. It's like that gif of the newscaster like frustratedly throwing a pen up in the air, trying to get it behind him, and it just lands in the middle of his hair.
No, when you roll a minus, you try and attack somebody with a weapon that you left at home.
Ah, fuck! Oh, I left it. Sorry, give me a second.
You mime the attack.
No, I'll just say, if you roll a negative attack roll, somehow, bad things will happen.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled a combat move on that, which will come fair. Which is going to be my luck excuse.
Okay, except Nira, you're being grappled. You may wish to solve that.
Yeah, can I... you said it's covered in slime.
Yes.
I assume it's
Tar
Is it conductive?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to grab it with my gloves if I can and just fry it with electricity.
Ritualist, I thought I considered that immediately as well, but there's one huge flaw with that plan, my man.
Yeah, I know, it's connected with me and it's connected with the fucking Ragave with the metal armor.
Yeah.
Does my fur insulate me?
No.
Fine.
Okay,
It will just melt and stick to you. Like napalm. Or chef.
You use it to kick this thing off into the circle.
Ah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
You may attempt it.
What do you roll to break the fucking...
It just says
CMB.
it won't be able to pass. It doesn't say it can pass through. If it's evil, it won't be able to get in. It'll be like a wall.
Do I have a bonus from both Ragave and...
It is a substantial penalty for trying to maintain 2 grapples.
Okay, so it's 1d20 plus CMB, which is 3.
And you're flanking. So yes, you don't get enough to push it off of you, but you get enough to slip away from it.
So I'm standing like in the same place, or did I move?
You can move up. You can move about. Oh, you have move action left.
Well, basically, can I use that move action to push that thing into the fucking... Basically return the grapple.
You can turn this into a full attack, and there'll be a penalty, but yes, you can attempt it.
What do you roll for that?
Roll to hit again, please.
Same thing.
Unfortunately, it does not work. You try and pour it, but as you rip at it, trying to get a grasp of it, parts of it are just tearing away from it. You're pretty sure what you have in your hands now is a little more than a mess of tar and bone. A few flecks of hardened flesh, long since half petrified.
Okay, that's it for my turn.
Alright, let's yeet this one more time. Actually, yeet's for distance. Important. Kobe is for accuracy. Yeet is for distance. So, do I need to make any sort of roll for this weak grapple it has on me?
You will need to try and break the grapple, or gain control of it.
So, I guess break the grapple is easiest?
Yes.
Alright, so what is that roll?
A CMB check.
CMB, so that's +4.
Plus any bonuses from your smite.
Plus bonuses from smite, so that's my charisma, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1d20 plus 9, unless I'm missing anything here. Should be good.
Oh, come on, somebody has to punch it.
Will break the grapple.
Alright, thank goodness. So now I use my turn as normal?
That was a standard action to break the grapple. So you have a move action left.
Let me see here. And a swift would be what would a swift action count as? Just like its own thing?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll use my move action and I'll just move right on up to it.
Okay. It's 5 foot. You actually have a move action left. It's a free action to move up 5 foot.
Oh, okay.
But you can't move after it, but you can make move equivalent actions. So drawing a new weapon, etc., that kind of thing.
Alright. Well, I got my shields up. I am let me see. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Jing-ji.
Okie dokie. So, I rolled for stealth. Am I stealth?
It does not seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
I'm not making Moscow mules, don't look at me. Oh, look at me.
Oh, let's see. Wait, am I still on your back, Nuka? Or am I just behind you, I guess, at this point?
You're behind me, because we can't occupy the same square.
Okay. So, You know what? Turnabout's fair play. I'm gonna run up and try and grapple this guy. I can do that? Or is that the point? Can I run up if I'm also taken by surprise, so is he flat-footed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will just try to grapple him. Jump up behind him from behind, this thing, whatever humanoid shape. And, yep. Full Nelson. So that will be... Who should I roll for that?
CMB.
Okay.
Do we have a success finally?
Okay. Yes, you do. You wrap into a full Nelson, and the sensation of grappling this thing is very unsettling. Imagine, if you will, a wetsuit filled with a mix of rotten meat and gelatin, and the occasional fragment of bone, and the more intact portion of its shoulders. As you wrap into this full Nelson, you just feel them unhook completely within your grasp. Like, its physical cohesion is so weak that it can't actually it can't defend itself against this. Oh no, you can grapple it. You've grappled it very succinctly. You have it in a full Nelson out with your hands clasped around its throat, and its limbs have literally disconnected internally. It's not a lot it can do presently with those limbs. You have it in a full grapple.
Alright, awesome. Okay.
So I
don't know if there's anything else I can do then. Other than, I don't know, guys. Over here and...
Do what you did
I
for
guess,
Maka.
being in this position before the end of my turn, is there anything I can, if I make a perception check, that I can figure out about this?
Okay, the first thing you notice that if you do this and hold him up in the full Nelson, the first thing that Thok is going to do is turn around and cave its chest in and probably kill you in the process.
Oh, god damn it.
I also just want to point out, you can already tell that I'm starting to go beast mode, by the way. My eyes are starting to light up.
However, if you were to maneuver it over to the barrier...
Ooh, okay.
It can't go through it, but you can.
Alright, can I try to manipulate its body in that way enough, or...
Yes.
Yeah, bitch, yeah. Right. Oh, what would I do for that? Acrobatics or?
That would just be a second CMP. Actually, no, the CMP check successful, so you get to maintain it, which is you may move up. How much movement have you got left?
That was, let's see. Hang on.
That's 25 feet. You got 5 feet of movement left.
All right, so 5 feet. Can we do that? 5 feet right to the edge of the circle, at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, you would 5 foot step in, and it would be pinned up against the outside.
Does it react to being that close to the circle?
As it's pressed up against it, it attempts to force its way through, but all it manages to achieve is just spread itself over the entirety of this small 5 foot portion of the surface, making it so that all the very fragile bones and internal organs are visible.
All right, lads, there you go. There,
You can-
Naka?
I will say that as you are doing this, you are currently blinded by the intense white light within.
Oh, okay. I think don't we have like night vision too? I think a little bit or low.
And you got a bit of low light vision. Not
Yeah.
pleasant being in this. Imagine being, those very, very strong spotlights. Those ones where you can just point them at the moon. Imagine having one of those just point blanked into your eyes. I would not linger in here for too long. You might go blind.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Just go ahead and move you in.
Naka, you need to come in here, and if you can see this guy's internal organs, Naka smash.
Are you done?
Yeah. You see his internal organs, smash them the fuck up.
Alright, fuck it. So it's my turn. Alright, so I immediately fucking boom. Fucking eyes glowing red, full on, big on fort mode, fucking blam. Sprint right towards it, and swinging with both hands, my anchor fucking with a nice big flat side of it.
At the center of it is this enormous bulbous, like almost balloon-like cyst that seems to be thumping like a hut.
Squeeze it, pop it like a zit.
Now to try and figure out what the fuck my attack roll is again, because I forget it because we play often enough. Well, and because my strength is all fucked, so that's... It's currently... What? Oh, okay. What? Oh, the temp score doesn't update the base attack bonus then. So it's a +5, I guess. And... Fuck. No good attack rolls today.
Hits.
Dab. Fucking blam!
Motherfucker, this thing has an AC of 15. I'm not sure how people are missing so.
Did I break my headphones, or did Bill just sound really different?
No.
I occasionally cup my hands around my mouth for emphasis.
No, somebody else speak.
I'm going to do it to piss you off.
Aiden, say something. Rag, say something.
Your mom gay.
I can't even tell now the other one.
Yeah, you can't tell because your mom is gay.
What the fuck? Oh, did I just damage my fucking headphones?
Stabbed on your own headphones.
Scottish and technology, am I right, guys?
I just want to point out the anchor should be able to travel through the barrier pretty fucking well, because I kind of want to take Aiden away.
Why don't you squat on him? How about that? Since you're Scottish, huh?
Stay in there with the kid. You bitch.
Mate, Harambe too.
Here's the thing, Doc, what's your alignment?
Misunderstood.
Scottish.
Evil it is!
Well, wait, you already said that, you were saying it there. I beat up a priest, but you know what I mean, the priest was a dick.
So, like...
But in no uncertain terms, are you evil?
I've
From
never considered it, but
the moral absolutist standpoint of the system.
No, I don't think so. you basically my backstory
What
is
was
that
your
I beat up a
alignment
priest.
though? What's your stake into
I
the
don't know.
alignment.
I'll see what I've got written down because if we said evil in the past, then forget. No,
Trying to weasel
no,
his way out.
it says on my sheet I'm neutral.
What kind of neutral?
Chaotic neutral, I'd imagine. I don't know. I felt fucking. It says that my class is Barbara.
That's because you're dyslexic and can't spell barbarian.
It says my deity is Razor Fist.
I'm gonna already chuckle at that.
No, I'm not evil. I beat up a priest. That's all. Come on, priests do bad things.
Listen, a lot of attempted murder has happened between those two eras.
Priest had it coming.
Holy fucking shit.
Look, officer, I wouldn't call myself evil. I only beat up a priest. Come on.
And attempted to murder a monkey with an anchor. Multiple times.
To be fair,
I was
you
asking
really
for
had
it.
coming. Oh god, man.
Listen,
Hey,
your
look, you
character's
have to
weird
know-
race
you have to-
play
Inside your
thing
head.
is not considered under the law. All that the law cares is that an anchor was used as in an attempted case of GBH.
Over the wire.
Even though it is racism.
But I'm gonna be nice and say chaotic neutral
Oh, no, I
is
can't read anything
understandable.
at all. Excellent.
Death, the ultimate form of neutrality.
Oh god. Oh guys, it's getting late.
Just eat it, fam.
just
Eat right on him.
Well, you have hit it.
Roll the way on the damage. Because whilst you are not evil, there's no specific ruling for hitting allies in a grapple with melee attacks.
Okay. Alright, I'll fix it. Back. I can heal.
roll for
Roll
damage.
damage, nerd.
Oh, that's right. So that's two.
Okay, so Stalin wasn't evil because technically all the people who died were on his team.
Yep.
Do a little friendly
Good point.
fire.
Alright,
Team
so,
killing is the ultimate form of evil.
Yeah, but
keep
he had
that in
friendly
mind.
fire on, so whose fault
we
is it
can-
like that?
wielding this anchor with two hands, it's one size larger. What is it again? Fucking 1d8 or some shit?
Say 2d6.
2d6.
It's like, nerd, you don't have to die in Soviet Russia, just turn it on to peaceful.
You prick. I got that.
Hey, pretty
Okay.
solid.
You just plow it into its rib cage, and you can see a chunk of it just tear away. It doesn't have the means to scream. All it can do is continue to chatter its teeth.
Click, 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 suck my dick.
Click, click.
Okay. Gingy and Thok have now taken their turns. Its turn. It will open its mouth and begin bellowing black smoke. Could everyone who is not inside the circle please roll me a fort save?
Am I technically inside it?
You are inside the circle, you are safe.
Oh, of course, that's
This,
a good
this
one.
attack cannot go for a barrier against evil, because it's an evil attack.
I swear to God, and this is gonna fucking kill me this time.
So, I get some big fucking.
Can I make a 5-foot jump to save myself?
Roll your fort save, you nerd.
Hey!
Well,
Nero
looks like you're
doesn't
okay.
give a fuck.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just wake up and smell the agony, boy.
Mud just begins vomiting. Mud, you are nauseated.
What does that mean?
You.
Balls!
Yeah. Nuka is also nauseated.
Good.
No, Nuka's nauseating. Whoops. Oh.
Fucking hell, I got a +8 in my fort save, and every fucking fort save I've got has been bullshit.
Does Smite Evil affect saving throws?
You already get charisma to that.
Alright, I was just wondering if it added on top of it.
Oh, I'm glad you're safe.
Okay. Nira, Rags. Oh, Ragavi, I should say. Both of you are fine. Nuka and Mud are both vomiting uncontrollably, as you are both nauseated.
To be fair, the monster probably thinks that's gross too.
Like, he doesn't seem to have any perception beyond...
You'd
tactile.
probably eat it, you're a dog.
I mean, I can't see this shit right now, but I mean, this is typical for
Well, you can see it because it's just...
non-human.
You can see the black shape of this creature against the barrier, and you can just see like sections of it are disappearing into its own form. And
You know, I set this up for you.
belching out of it.
Beat this guy right in the lungs. What do you do?
What did I do? 13 points of damage, you
Nauseated.
That's what I did.
Yeah, now you're tossing your cookies.
Nauseated creatures are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention. The only action such a character can take is a single move action per turn.
Fair enough.
This will persist for... one turn.
Well, Mod, do you want to dab out of this place?
I'm just gonna go.
Vomiting
I'm just
on the
gonna go
way.
home. I'm that like yeah no like, I was
Don't
gonna
slip
do a
on your vomit on the way out.
Mate, I'll use it to do a bit of a slide out on the way out. Give me an extra 5 feet. You know what I mean?
Just
But
to vomit.
as you just vomit, you notice that your, shall we say, regurgitation is just strewn with these minute little white worms. Not even maggots, just very thin, almost like a thick hair. These minute little white worms.
Yeah, you should probably get that checked out later.
I'm glad I got my shots.
Thok, however, does not have the benefit of not wearing a helmet. You managed to get the mask down in time, but that mammoth skull... Ooh. It's coming out of every fucking gap in that skull.
I just like to picture like there's like
It looks
two
like a
spikes
mouth. It looks like a mouth.
coming out the end of the tusks.
And with the worms, it looks like a malfunctioning spaghetti strainer.
Spaghetti.
Oh,
Too much of spaghetti.
That'll be his turn. Mud, please roll your vomit.
What do I roll for vomit exactly?
He's just roll. You get your move action.
Okay, cool.
Make it cool. Do a flip while you do it or something. I don't know.
No.
No, you make it like a some kind of water like a waterworks display. Something you'd see
Excuse
on a
me.
show. Yeah.
Like the
A
piss-
waterworks display is a very different thing to a fireworks one, I feel.
It's the
I'm
same
just-
basic principle.
No, I feel at least you can say water sports. It could have been way worse.
Please, not a water sports display, but like you see it
Now
in
piss me.
a public square or something. They do those little shows.
I'm going to the
Little
other
Asian
corner.
child just breathing water at people.
I'm
This
making
is
my
an
way to the
American
other
thing.
corner, and I'm just gonna finish up there.
Nira.
Is this motherfucker touching nobody?
The creature is still in a headlock through the barrier.
Is he in headlock with fucking Jinji?
Yes.
I just say, remove your hand if she can do that as a free action, so not to be in contact.
I have him in like a full grapple, so.
Yeah, I basically say just to quickly unshade because I'm going to grab him with my gloves and I'm going to yeet electricity.
Can I use acrobatics maybe to do that as a free action?
No, you can stop it anytime.
Just break the grapple.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it's I take over the grapple with my fists and she unhands. What do I roll to attack with the electricity?
Oh, that should be a regular touch attack. So, MAB.
Do you have any bonuses?
You're flanking, so +2. Yep, hits.
Okay, now let's roll damage. So it's +3 from the gloves. And it's +1 because of my ratio bonus. Do I also get 1d3 from the jolt itself?
Yes.
Can I do a backflip when I release the grapple just to look cool?
You may.
I did that.
That was really cool.
Yeah. That was cool.
Inside that barrier where no one can see you.
I can see because I'm so good.
Okay, another 10 points damage.
I shout, "Burn, motherfucker, burn!"
So he's
It takes your advice to heart and begins to spark, and it's the tarry substance of his body begins to crackle with flames. Just smolder.
I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Regava, you're up.
all right. I'm just gonna wail on this thing. Da, 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 da. So that's gonna be a +7 with first attack. Do. Ooh,
Roll to confirm.
what?
Ooh, what is this?
Roll to yeet.
Roll to yeet. So
Another attack roll, please.
all right.
Okay, with the benefit of flanking, and that it is flat-footed, that will hit.
Both
Confirm. That confirms. Oh, if you want to be the second attack.
Well,
Yeah, if that's
wait.
the second. Would you like to be your confirmation roll or your second attack? Because when you rolled a nat 20, that's a critical threat. It automatically hits, but if you roll again and beat their AC again, the attack does multiple times its usual damage. In the case of shields, it does double.
So I can either confirm so either way that first hit is going to hit no matter what.
Yes,
but
that
I
is a
can
nat 20.
either-
That nat 20s always hit.
Well, if it's going to hit double, is the second hit is the second roll here?
If you went for it to be a second attack, then it's the second attack. However, that will miss.
All right, because I did mean it as a second attack.
Then it sadly will miss by unless you can find another +1.
Well, let me see. Do I get the flanking bonus?
Yes,
All right, because I didn't factor that into the roll.
I
Because
have.
the +7 is just what I get from strength and smite.
Yeah, I factored it in. You need to, I do not believe you have any other +1, so unfortunately the second attack will hit. It will miss. But the first attack hits and potentially crits. So could you please roll again?
Same roll.
Yes. That crits.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Roll your damage ×2.
all right, so that's
Roll it
1d6.
twice.
All right, 1d6 plus, let me see. Smite gives me, because it does a lot, adds paladin level to all damage rolls. So let's do that. Da-da. Boom, boom, that's 2. So 1d6 plus 2,
Plus your strength modifier.
plus my strength modifier, which is 2. So 1d6 plus 4.
And roll again. Okay. That's 17 more points of damage. To a vital organ, nonetheless.
That's a lot.
You drive your shield into its, well, what remains of its chest, that bulbous cyst, the center of its mass, and you rupture it. It's strangely... You were expecting something fleshy, but the sensation is like breaking glass. And as the side ruptures, and the fleshy layer rips under, you can see inside that it's a bizarre crystalline orb of glowing prismatic matter. It seems to leak and bend space as it does so, pouring out onto the floor. It's this thing, whatever it is dying, but has not yet lost its cohesion completely. It's just barely hanging on.
So is it... Okay, alright. So is it essentially, like, incapacitated?
It's on critical hit points.
Maybe.
It is on critically low health.
Alright.
Learn from it before we... Does it... Just asking, I guess it's a question. Does it seem in any way to be cognizant? Or is this just an incomprehensible monstrosity?
Well, you can see that the others can't. It's on the other side, where the glass is cracked and spread across the exterior of the magical circle. The layer is not so normal. Well, otherwise it was just a swirling mass of colours. Here, it's a swirling mass of faces, shrieking and screaming silently.
Oh, shit.
And this creature, quite sure what it is. Could you roll? Do you have any knowledge skills you feel would be useful?
Yeah, I have knowledge religion and I have knowledge history, but it's shitty.
Roll both.
This is religion and that's history.
Oh, you actually know what? This creature is no simple summon. This is what's called a... Well, it's what's called a wild summon. Wild summoning is an incredibly dangerous thing that is essentially a very minor and rapid binding spell, coiling together some of the energy from Limbo, the realm of chaos. The result on this occasion is a swirling mass comprised, and you can tell from as low as it might have been, the history check, a number of priests, judging by the coloration and intensity of the souls. Each one of them has a very visible aura of good that shows in reaction to the barrier. You suspect, in circumstances, that this is the remnants of Nicolo's cadre.
Or the friends who finally bothered to visit.
Bound together.
Is there any way to communicate with it? It just, you know, I guess what would I use? Maybe bluff, diplomacy. I'm not sure what I would use. Got to try to be like, hey, try to. Can you?
Any social skills will work.
Any social skills? Okay. How about? Let's see, what could I? Ooh, be the best one. I don't have a lot of social skills, obviously. Shoot, what would be the best one for me, actually? Let's,
It's usually considered a future in DMing.
I know.
It's got me,
What else?
no social skills and a bunch of trivia. That's got me this far.
Right. Alright, so the best one I probably have is bluff, which is gonna be, just a regular 20. Hey, friend, fancy meeting you here. Sure you are believing what I'm sending out to you now. I'm clearly very, very persuasive right now. Can you give me an idea of what's going on? Yeah, I rolled a 9.
In essence, what you are seeing is a mix of just screaming agony of this is essentially what's happened. What you suspect these things are is a spirit at the time that it perishes, trapped in that state. However, you can see in the visages against the barrier that some of them are beginning to realize that they're finally expiring, and there's a great deal of relief on their faces. Even as
I can't make out any words or.
They can only wordlessly, sort of low, thrumming moan, like water down a gully, just as if it was these screams themselves are trying to pour down through the earth. These creatures are just glad to finally be released from that prison inside their body.
It seems then we should continue to push this thing into the circle. Is it my turn actually to make actions now?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay, but yeah, okay. I would like to just kind of my plan would be to just kind of hop on this thing and push it back into the circle as I try to jump out. Can I do that acrobatics, or what would I maybe?
Yes, that would be a roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Now, sufficiently flashy, I'll allow acrobatics over CMB. Okay, as you leap over the creature, using it as a stepping stone in itself, you grab onto the same section of ceiling that it previously used to jump onto Nira, and you lash out, catching it in the remnants of its broken chest, sending the sphere through, leaving the mulch behind that crashes to the floor in a heap. The runes on the circle begin to rotate. And slowly, surely, over time, the circle begins to collapse. Until all that's left, in the very center, you find just a small husk in very worn-out clothes. Beside it is a crystalline orb. Previously it held some sort of prismatic liquid, now lay empty. That large fracture running down one side.
Well, let's strip everything of value from the corpse.
Is the thing dead? Sorry, I just
That's the end of initiative, my friends.
Arcana on the corpse.
Yeet.
There sure is a lot of vomit.
I know. Oh, that guy looks pretty dead, to be honest.
I would like to just discreetly pickpocket from it without anyone seeing.
Do you want to check if it's alive or not, mate?
No, I just want to pickpocket it. I just want to find anything of value.
It is straight up a skeleton.
We are
yeah,
right here.
okay. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not, gonna get up. It's a skelly, But I just want to see if it's got anything. I mean, it's got pants.
Rolling
right?
perception on Aiden's bullshit.
No, I haven't even rolled it yet. Okay, I'm gonna roll sleight of hand. Okay, to pickpocket it without everybody noticing.
Roll away.
Right, that's 6. Yeah.
Not bad.
Wow. Now this
It's
has
like
really got
Aiden
my
is
knocking
there.
jogging.
This
Do
is
the
a
rest of us
room.
roll perception?
There is still a lot of
Oh, fucking
wonderful
good luck collecting the dust, you bitch.
So someone's activated their fucking almonds, mate.
You find something.
But this is every time. It's just like Naka's like, this is the room.
What's the attribute for
This
for perception?
is America.
Dexterity?
Wisdom.
Bitch, the last time you were doing this shit, I caught you all 3 times, and then
Okay.
I
Don't-
fucking
don't-
ass.
Let's just forget that happened.
You find something. It is an amulet.
Is it
Oh
like the other
shit!
one?
But I don't have a praise. Damn it.
I have a praise.
Is it similar to the other one?
So,
The other one looked like a pale imitation of it.
so I take the amulet and I go to Nira and be like, "Hey, keep this on the DL. But what do you think
Take
this
a
is
look.
worth?"
I take a look. What is it worth?
Since I have extremely perceptive hearing for my race, do I hear her talking to Nira right next to me?
Just keep it on the DL.
Roll perception check if you so desire.
So, do I get
Fucking
do I get a
narcs.
bonus for
Fucking barks.
racial? Do I get a racial
Wow.
bonus?
That's
to-
already factored into your wisdom, I believe, into your perception check. I believe it's +2.
Is it? Let me see. Let me see.
Like, Nina would fucking work with you anyway. You already tried to cheat her at the card game, and she fucking saw you doing it. You should
No,
have.
but the thing is, every
At first, listen, Bill. I want to know what's the worth of this.
Okay. It's a very beautifully inscribed silver necklace with what appears to be an emerald as the main gem.
I look at it and I say to Jinji, this looks very fake. It's basically polished iron and.
All right, so I want to.
Oh my god.
All right. So you have to. That's a bluff. All right.
Yeah, I actually have a bluff. No, wait.
Yeah,
there's
you
a-
bluff. I'll perception right back, right?
It's actually sense motive.
Sense motive. All right. Okay.
You know, at any moment she could
Yours
just
first.
go. She could just go. Oh fuck! The
Oh,
monkey.
wait, I have sense
trying to be
motive.
shifty again.
All
Many
right.
times I need to
Dang
teach you
it.
this lesson, old man.
Yes. I just keep a straight face.
Nero, will you be reading the inscription? There is one.
All right. So
I
what's
read the
it?
description. Basically, I read
Oh,
it
you
for
go ahead.
myself.
You're the one who's actually holding it. So I guess.
Yeah. What does the inscription says?
To other potential kings, every kindness will be paid in kind, and every evil will be paid in time.
I basically say to Zinji. Seems it's like
A name at the bottom has been scratched out.
I say to Jinji, basically. It seems it's a family thing, to my beloved, something.
I'm guessing I don't perceive that I'm being lied to about the value of the emerald.
Sadly, the game does not admit any racial bonuses that one might get toward the
I'm
quality
trying
of
to
their
get a chain.
chain.
I'm trying to get my chain. Okay, come on. Like what the fuck? All right. Okay. So I'll just be like, okay. Well, we'll just split it up then. Whatever we can get out of it, I guess. Go ahead. Throw it in the cart.
Throw the cart, it shall be.
So this skeleton here, is it completely devoid of any sort of either magical aura or evil, or is it just Just a body?
There is a heavy trace of evil, but it is not there anymore.
Alright.
It's
And
currently all over that other corpse. That is currently a pile of bones and tar. The tar is now fast boiling away. As whatever held it together is dying.
But also I look at Jinji and I say to her, whoever we sell this to better watch for cursed bullshit, because after all, connected.
Well, if it's not a
It's
real
got to-
emerald, I mean, we don't really, we can pawn it off like it is, obviously.
Yeah.
Should.
Yeah, maybe if you find some sucker to sell it to.
Exactly. Get rid of this shit.
I don't know
This
what you're
absolute
talking
piece of
about,
garbage.
but I'm going to examine this cracked crystalline orb.
Hey, remember that with that wall that's got the blood coming towards it? Break it.
Alright, I want to see what this orb is first.
Okay.
Would a knowledge of religion give me anything about that, or
Yes.
nobility? Religion would? So, with that, let's do that.
Sorry, are we talking about the necklace still?
Nope.
No, the crystalline orb, the cracked one. Jesus Christ.
I can do a religion check on it.
Ball! Someone throw the ball! Someone throw the ball! Is your only reaction.
Have I rolled over 10? Yeah, there's one.
Okay. Jingji for the sphere. That looks almost exactly like some of the like you've wandered by boutiques where they might have sold extremely like high-end, masterfully cut scrying orbs. This is a dead ringer for one of those. It's a enormous, if it were not for the fracture, it would be completely flawless crystalline sphere. It is completely solid. The void where once there was the gap has since been filled with an enormous quantity of more crystal. It would pass for an enormous sphere of quartz. Though the material is bizarre, namely in that it appears to be healing very slowly.
Is it... So, is that a property of is that a magical property that it has, or is that just a natural sort of...
It appears to be a pseudo-magical material.
Does
And
it...
Aiden actually hasn't high enough to know what this is. This is a sphere of dreamstone. Dreamstone is an obscenely difficult to create pseudo-magical alchemical substance, usually only found in old ruins. No one really knows where it comes from.
What does
The
Dreamstone do?
When it exposed to certain stimuli, such as when it is struck, or when it is exposed to fire or similar, it will create an illusion. What illusion is created depends on how it was made.
So there's potentially an illusion nearby?
Up until now, this was part of the creature. It does not appear to have been active. Further, it was filled with a prismatic gel-like substance. It wasn't actually, solid as it is now. It appears that when it was killed, and the souls were released from within, the orb began to repair itself, starting with filling in the void.
Yeah, but the real question is, what's it worth?
Will the Dreamstone eventually become usable again?
Yes, in time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put it in my satchel
Well, hang on.
until it heals fully.
Shouldn't we find out, how much we could maybe get for it?
Dreamstone is also occasionally called Serpent Stone, as it's primarily found in the ruins of the Serpent Folk,
Bill,
a precursor
Symbionts
race.
neck?
25 on the fucking stone for a price.
Serpent Stone is in the right hands, priceless.
Well, here we go, lads.
No one really, you can't reliably find it. It's only ever found in the ruins of an ancient civilization. This is the first example you know of where it has been part of a creature.
No, that makes it doubly valuable, doesn't it? So why don't we get our asses out of here and get back to town and sell some of this shit?
We're not done looking around here. And if this was used for some sort of a nefarious or evil purpose, or if it was connected to an evil creature, then I want to examine it further once it's all fixed up. Because in the wrong hands, we could see what we see what it can do, or what it can be attached to. So it's not going just anywhere or to just anybody. It has potential to be used for nefarious purposes.
Could I just do a general perception check on the room to see if there's anything else we've missed about it?
Well, we know there's the wall there.
Right. I guess just a general perception check, though. Just anything else we're missing.
Sure.
1 second. Oh, cool. I joined Naka and being like, this is a room.
Observe its walls.
Can I scrape the wall away with my gloves? Does it come off?
Yes.
What if we continue with assistance?
It's after a little bit of brute force.
Does this go somewhere? Or?
Yes, indeed. As you continue downwards...
Oh, it goes to the overview.
No.
Ew,
oh, no, that's a nice
what's
little thing.
this?
Stay away from the overview.
No, that's a nice little view of the old place, though.
Yep, that's what it looks like from the outside.
We've encountered some sort of a strange spatial phenomenon.
Okay, that brings us to where it will deposit you. As you cut down to a pile of refuse that has been used as some kind of makeshift cushion for the denizens of a system of tunnels that have been carved out into the stone.
Oh, look! How did he get here?
Oh shit, alright. Give me a second, I may have been a bit over-eager with the zooming out.
Far left.
No.
So you know it's going to be a bad time.
Oh shit, I was trying to think of a good joke for that. What is it Killer Croc says in Suicide Squad?
Break you. Wait, that's another one.
You know where he's like in the sewers and he's like, these are Mayans, fam. Effectively saying
You merely adopted the sewers. I was born in it, molded by it.
Fuck off.
I smell like poo.
I have no functioning olfactory organs.
So, Bill, do we find anything
My
in this?
face is a mask, so my actor is miserable. Anyway.
But if I pull it off, would you die? That's the question.
That's not how the line goes.
I instantly see if there is evil nearby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at the ceiling.
Strong evil.
Stronger than you've seen before.
Look at the ceiling. Is there anything in the ceiling?
There is.
I want to be stealthy and sneaky and sneak around. So from here on out, I'm gonna just kind of skulk around because this is spooking me, if I can.
What's on the ceiling?
Actually, before we go off into this particular tunnel system, I think I feel it would be pertinent to break for the week and come back next week with a fresh perspective and go through this in one sitting, if possible.
Sure.
Cool betas.
Because I don't want to launch into this with half-cocked.
What's our experience situation looking like?
When you finish this tunnel system, you'll be level 3.
Okay.
A considerable portion towards level 4.
Ooh. Y'all better show up next week.
Hey, look.
I gotta rank up
Yeah,
for
lads.
competitive.
Hey, let's have a little like party popper ping. The Pathfinder or this art like the Darkest Dungeon mod based on this Pathfinder campaign, at least only the Nuka class has finally reached 100 subscribers. Pew!
Huh.
100 people fucking subscribe to it?
There's a lot more people who have fucking seen it, which is kind of a bit.
Yeah, I fucking posted it in the official Darkest Dungeon Discord.
I see.
And it does look significantly nicer than like the majority of the mods.
Good.
Because it fits the art style a bit better.
You do any trinkets, by the way?
I have not bothered to organise anything. At the moment, we're actually working on a separate thing. Shh.
Oh. I've made trinkets before.
Yeah, it's just making art for it and making sure that it's like it fits all of the setting.
Yeah.
The newest update will probably come really soon. But that's a bit on the nose. I couldn't think of actually a way of phrasing that. Either way, it looks like it's doing well, and there was a huge spike in people looking at it, which is, I mean, there's about 1,800 people who have looked at it, so that's interesting. There's more people who fucking downloaded it than watch. Oh.
Production values, my dudes.
Very.
That means that there are probably like 500 people out there who have this mod and no context as to what any of it means.
That's really a beautiful thing, though. I mean, true. Or do you think it's 500 people who don't know what it means, or that
it's not 500
this
people.
is secretly?
That's not. There's 100 and 100. Wait, let me check the exact number.
Well, fucking on average, we get about 500 fucking people watching each episode.
The exact.
Say like 18, like.
Maybe it's just a
800
cool. It's just a cool mod. It's
Okay.
a cool looking mod. People don't have to necessarily.
Just clarify. 800 unique visitors, 103 subscribers, and 22 positive rankings, and 1 negative ranking. Fuck that dude. Or woman.
Yeah, that's rude.
I'm not
to
a
be honest.
sexist.
That's not very nice.
Probably limited.
However, it's limited.
Yeah, sure,
however,
we should probably-
let's be honest though, it's a really cool mod and people should download it. I haven't even played Darkest Dungeon yet. It's a game that's been on my list to play.
Oh, yeah, I'd play
so I'll have to
Darkest
play it
Dungeon
with
before
the Naka mod.
Look, I made it. It's janky
Everyone,
shit.
please enjoy the Knuckleavania run.
I'm gonna do it. I just fucking. I'm waiting
Too
to
many
fix my
nuts.
computer.
Although I will say, just as a side note for it, it's meant to be the campaign, so we're going to introduce new characters as well. It's not, so it's going to be a whole thing. Possibly, maybe. There's a lot of promises that I'm not.
Possibly, maybe. Perhaps.
Listen, our entire basis of this show is broken promises. You might as well throw it to the
Possibly,
wind.
maybe, potentially. Possibly.
Yeah, we're going to have every single class is going to have its own.
I've seen the fucking the art of the NPCs.
Please enjoy this, and please enjoy these mods, which will be if I get hit tragically by a car tomorrow, will be the only way to see the EX version of the final boss fight.
I still want fucking whenever you get a crit for it, occasionally go dab on the juice.
Dab on the juice.
Yes, I'm really going to put that in a mod that I've unironically put on my CV. So,
You
yeah.
make one of us dab. It should be layman, really. But,
Have you not seen Nuka dabs? Everyone, the basic
Okay, here's
idea
what you do. You
is that
have
every
this be a
character
whole
dabs.
pack, and you call it the Dindu Force.
yes, this will go perfectly. I cannot see a single problem with this.
Nope. How could anyone possibly object?
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck's sake, the trinkets are so easy to make. Just copy paste any one in the
well, no,
notepad.
the thing is that at this point, I just I can promise things that don't involve me putting lots of effort in.
God bless Skulk, who did the art for.
Oh yeah, Skulk, 100%. He is a beast. He is just
Yeah,
insane.
Jesus. I mean, he
like-
is crazy. Most of you guys, but all do. I mean, jeez.
I just leech on other people with talent. That's my great skill.
Same.
Snap. Right. I think I should probably end this now. I just realised we rambled on.
I'm fucking tired. I'm not gonna go get my computer fixed tomorrow because I've got to fucking go.
Have a nice sleepy time, European lads.
It's pizza time.
As we shall.
Until next week, thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Comment, subscribe, mod on your family, dab
Down-
and juice.
Download the mod. There you go.
Download the mod.
Dab on the
Dab on the
mod. How about that?
Dab on the mod and use it to dab.
Epic start.